Welcome back to ESA Summer 21, raising money for Save the Children. Links to donate can be found below the stream. We'd also like to thank Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. But now, it's time for Mantodea running Ratchet and Clank going Commando. Take it away.
All right, we're gonna start real quick because there's a lot to get through. So I'm gonna start the file load now, and we're gonna be counting down from 3 on my mark, and then we're gonna start. This is the 100% category, and we'll tell you what this means in a second, but we're going to count down. Ready? Wait, hold on. 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
Let's go.
All right, so this is Ratchet 2 100%, or PBSBI. It's very important we tell you what is in 100% because this game doesn't have a percentage counter. We just call it 100% because it's the most convenient title. But the actual, subtitle is PBSBI, which also doesn't include everything. So I'm just going to explain to you what we need to do. So PBSBI stands for Platinum Bolts, Skill Points, and Items. So that means anything file transferable, basically. So we need to make sure we get every Platinum Bolt, every Skill Point, every item, and we also need to upgrade the guns to their mod so that we can unlock the Insomniac Museum. Yeah, that's 100%. So we have a lot of things to do. I know I make it sound brief, but there is a lot to do and a lot of game. And some of these skill points are major Ooh, I got insta-skip. Major
Nice.
progressional skill points. But yeah, so first things first about this game, the movement tech I'm doing is called Macaronis. This is our first basic movement tech. It will evolve as we go throughout the run. So we're going to get a lot of changes. That was the first tutorial planet. Our goal was to get XP and a little bit of money for the next one. This next planet is a lot more crazy because we can actually, it's a little bit more open-ended and not straightforward. So we're going to be doing more. I'm going to let Wingo explain what's happening here. When I spawn in.
Sure. So, like Manto said, what we're doing in the early game, basically in all the new game categories, we are on a bolt and XP route. So Manto's going to be upgrading currently the Lancer as well as the Gravity Bomb. And what he's doing right now is he's actually skipping a giant chunk of the level with that out of bounds. It saves a lot of time. And as he's doing that, he's making his way towards just normal progression in the level. But he's also having to kill specific numbers of enemies with the Lancer and Gravity Bomb. So he'll be rotating back and forth between the two. He's also grabbing bolts as well as more ammo so he can continue to do what he's doing. And coming up is actually the first mini boss in the game. It's actually the swamp monster. We actually skipped this in APB and 90%, the other two new game categories, but in Hundo, the XP is definitely worth it. So Manto's going to be upgrading. He's going to gain some XP by fighting this boss, and then afterwards he's going to be progressing through the rest of Uzla normally as it is in the 90% categories.
Real quick, that nanotech blast is essential. It is very important. It's the other reason why we do it. It makes it so that we can not blow up the slot machines that we're going to have to do on a planet later. But keep going.
Yeah, so Manto's coming up on the first major skip in the run called Shop Clip. Basically, the wall can actually push Ratchet through, and Manto can hit it. Got it first try, actually. He hits the continue point in Uzla, and it actually sends him to the end of the planet. That gets him the coordinates for Maktar Resort, which is the next planet we're going to. So that was awesome. First try is great.
That's excellent.
For Shop Clip, definitely.
This is a good start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ship levels time, though.
Yeah.
The manip here is really silly. You just don't hold anything when you enter the planet, and you get the same pattern of ship every time. You can explain what you do on ship levels, what I'm looking for, and stuff. Wingo. Yeah.
So basically, Manto, in the early ship levels at least, he's very limited on what he has on his ship. Later on, we're going to be getting upgrades for our ship, and we're actually be doing a glitch called Ship Shack Glitch. We'll explain that when we get to it, but right now, Manto, basically, he's trying to kill all the enemies on screen. There's 2 waves for Woopash and for Felton, and he's limited to just the regular lasers and the regular missiles. He's also collecting Raritanium. I think you need 55 Raritanium total to get all the ship upgrades. That's part of 100%. So in 100%, it's a little different because he's trying to get as much Raritanium as he can right now and try to get it done, out of the way, and it also just makes the later ship levels a lot easier. So yeah, I mean he's going through 2 waves of enemies right now. It's RNG, but it's also execution based. It's a little bit of both. And right now, this looks pretty good so far. Like Manto's been breezing through the ships. He's been getting pretty good formations as well as pretty good execution. But I mean, the ships can also screw you over, especially the blue ones. Those are called warpers. We hate warpers in the rat community. So
Flecto loves to hear that. So I'm sure
yeah,
he's popping off right now.
I hate warpers.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that was good. I mean, that's good enough. I have good raritanium. I'm looking for about 7 at minimum, and like 11 plus is great. So that's a good start. Dan, could I have you explain the slots real quick? But this is a major portion of RNG, I will say, prefacing.
Yeah, so coming up, we're at the Mactar resort, which is kind of like it's got this skill point around slot machines where you basically want to hit the jackpot. And it's a bit weird. You want to hit them, I think, around a minimum of 38 times. And what Manto's going to be doing here is just hitting slot machines as often as he can, as quickly as he can, and just avoiding deaths, because obviously it's slow. You can carry over a sort of unseen statistic through the slot machines through death. You just obviously don't want to die. Basically, as you hit these and you don't get jackpot, a luck stat kind of starts to rise. And I believe it caps at like 70 slot machine hits, but it can happen anytime between around 38 and 70. So Manto's just going to be hitting these slot machines. He's looking for 3 bar is basically the pattern that gives you the skill point. But yeah, it's just a bit of an obnoxious early game skill point to go for. But
this is your reset point, in case you're wondering.
Yes.
But yeah, optimally you get it on the 38th hit exactly, so it does have like a cap to how lucky you can get. On the PS3 version, this is different. They actually fixed it. It's not meant to operate like this, believe it or not. I know that's like really silly, but it's not meant to have the luck stat unlock until the 38th. They just had some sort of error when coding it. But anyway, basically on the PS3 version, you can get on like your 3rd hit like you're meant to, but in this version you can't. And we play on PS2 because it has unpatched movement tech, which is fast. There is a similar category which can pull similar times on PS3, but it involves a glitch called save exploit, which is similar to it's not really an ace. I don't want to say that it's an ace, but it performs in a similar fashion to what an ace would give you results-wise. Anyway, I have like a 1 in 6 chance for slot machines to break, and then I have a really bad pattern right now. No, I got 3 left. That's not too bad. But yeah, if I can just get the slots, period, that would make me happy. Yeah, but I have a 1 in 6 for them to blow up, so I don't want them to blow up, obviously. This slot machine right here is the worst, because Ratchet will always lock onto the enemies, and I don't want to kill them because it's slow. Even though I'm getting the urge to right now, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so if I were to get it very soon, I think I've hit the 36. It's now just fully luck. So if I can get it, I can get it. If not, I do have a planned backup for the marathon where I'm going to Death Abuse after I finish the arena and then go hit the slots more, which, you know, I won't have to do if I just don't get a really bad RNG. We're on 1 slot now, so that's very fun. But yeah, we'll see what we get.
I believe.
Come on now. You can see how this is not a great point in the run.
Right to Hondu. We do a little gambling.
Yeah, we do a little gambling. Even though the gambling odds are like highly like profitable, but like in such a low way, it doesn't even matter. It's like such low stakes gambling. 10 bolts to enter. Oh my gosh, I am just not getting lucky. Please. Hey, ask nicely, and you.
Oh, let's go! Let's go!
Nice. So we don't have to death abuse or do anything crazy.
Hell yeah!
We just ended up getting it. If you're wondering what like pace might be like coming out of that, I lost about 2 minutes to RNG roughly. So if you're wondering like how does this go, yeah, I can still PB with like 2 minutes though lost. Believe it or not, even though like sounds crazy, it's just yeah, that's a pretty major section of RNG. This is the arena. It's nothing too crazy, minus that the enemies that spawn are based on where you look. So, and then there's also like waves. And so basically the gist is that the last enemies on the wave you want to kill as fast as possible. So right there, those enemies didn't matter how fast I killed them. The other enemy was still going to come out regardless. But so I just want to like pretty much have the bomb ready for the last enemies on the wave. Here comes Chainblade. One of you guys could explain how Chainblade works, why this manip works and stuff. That'd be great.
You want to do it, Dan?
Yeah, I'll do my best. So basically, when Chainblade comes into the center of the arena here, you want to dodge the first 2 hits, and then you want to hit him, and this will sort of get Chainblade to go up into the air. And if you sort of get right beneath him, stay in the center of the arena, and just keep hyper striking him like this, you can kind of just keep him in this position, and he won't like move around and do a bunch of annoying attacks. There's also, this is a concept you're going to see throughout the run. This was actually in Oozla as well. Manto's trying to hyper strike Chainblade in a very specific spot so that he's kind of overlapping with 2 hitboxes at once, and it does a little bit more damage. And this is this was used on the Oozla Swamp Monster, and you'll see it on other bosses later on as well.
Yeah, using multiple hitboxes and making sure you jut yourself into certain hitboxes is a very good way to get enemies killed fast. But that's the second skill point of the run, and now we're 2 out of 30 on skill points, and we have 1 platinum bolt. So that's our progress check. Here we have just electrolyzers with the gadget we get from that planet. I'm not going to go over the story because even if I did, the story doesn't really make sense because even in the speedrun, you kind of make so many plot holes in it. Like, you'll see later in the run, we just don't even get Clank at some points, and it's just like, how does that make sense? He's still in the cutscenes. So, not to spoil too much, but like, yeah. It's very interesting of a planet. I mean, interesting of a game to watch. 100% has a lot from pretty much every category. This category's been like my route child for like years now. I've been routing this category since 2 years now, I think, something like that.
Yeah, like 2019.
Like early 2019, 2018. Actually, I think that was like the first thing I wanted to do. But yeah, the category was like 5 hours plus when I was starting to run it, and we bought it all the way down to 3. And I remember a lot of people thinking you couldn't do it because like the XP route was too hard to like route, or like any changes they made just wouldn't be there. And the efficiency of the route has basically been balancing between 2 playthroughs, because you can't actually 100% the game unless you play through it twice. There are items that only appear in 1 playthrough. Wingo, can you explain Crane Skip real quick?
Yeah, so Crane Skip, we're going to be getting into Ratchet into a specific neutral state, grounded neutral state, and he's able to wrench swing on top of the sweeper bots, and he got it first try actually, and he's able to do a double jump out of that, grab the ledge, and skip doing a whole electrolyzer crane puzzle. That's also done in any percent and APB as well. Actually just got recently implemented into Hondo. Manto rerouted it because we're actually going to be doing a new version of the crane skill point, which Manto also found a way to do this strat.
He can explain it real quick.
Yeah, he can explain it.
Basically, the crane I figured out by accident. Basically, the crane, when you like level up your nanotech, can still kill enemies and they count for the skill point. So I was like, I wonder if like the projectile like bouncing off the windshield here will still count for the skill point, and it does. So you bounce it off the windshield as you enter the thing, and that kills 5 of them. So that means that we can skip the first crane, which is normally like you kill 5. So now we're at 6. And then this little annoying area, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we get the skill point there, only using 1 of the cranes, which is normally impossible. I believe this room only has 9 enemies, because I think you could do it, but the thing is that the enemy that you pick up doesn't count for the skill point, like at all, even if you drop him. I've tested it multiple times. I promise you, I wouldn't lie to you. I know a lot of people are like, no, I did it, but it's like, it's like, I promise you, it doesn't work, sadly. I want it to work, so don't worry. But yeah, it just does not end up working out. You cannot. He doesn't count for some reason. But that's kind of this game is just like tearing apart the mess of like, how does this work? And it's like, it doesn't really like the checks are not like super specific, and so the routing for this has been such a gigantic like puzzle of like, ugh, this is probably impossible. Never mind, it actually is so easy. How did we not find this before? And like a bunch of nonsense. Wingo, I know you love Clank sections.
Yeah, so there's 2 Clank sections that we do in the run in New Game, the Endako Clank section and the Aranos 2 Clank section. The Endako Clank section is pretty straightforward. You basically you only have to use 2 of the microbots or gadgetbots to get to the end of the level, because there's a little check at the last door, and it's locked until you put 2 of the microbots in there. Basically, this is basically just pretty linear. Manto did a small little skip earlier, which skipped having to use the bridge bot. Oh no! And
I've actually never had that happen.
Yeah, that happened to me, which is why I don't usually.
I said
do
the
that
thing,
skip.
By the way. There we go.
Yeah, mark it off on your bingo card.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's unfortunate. Sometimes the microbots can get like in weird places, and they can get stuck like for literally no reason. And unfortunately, one of them got stuck there, but it's not a huge time loss. But yeah, so this section's pretty linear. The other one in Aranos 2, there's actually a big skip that was recently discovered, but it's really precise. It's only done currently in NG Plus because it's like a 7-minute category, and we're probably not gonna worry about that.
It only saves like 15 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So it's not even like super worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but stupid gadget bot. I mean, they're called microbots in this game. Where did my bomb go? Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me before, Nate.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the bombs just kind of fall through the floor. That's fun.
Now we have Clank, so Manto can talk a little bit about the pack movement if he wants to.
Yeah. I got a good way to explain this. Basically, thruster movement works like this. It's more on-demand speed, while helipack is higher potential speed. So the thruster pack is amazing for our early game movement, right? So what that means is that we can thruster like long jumps are incredibly fast for like early game. I animation skipped there, by the way, real quick.
Nice.
If you have a weapon not in your hand as it's upgrading, you can skip the animation that plays normally when it upgrades, which I love the animation. So but we got it. We got to save time. Come on. Yeah, basically. The helipack is really good. Wow, 1. I didn't expect 1 to make it work, but my bad. So there you go. Now you got to see the animation. There you go. But yeah, basically helipack has more potential speed, and we'll be using it later. But right now, our best movement is the helipack. I'll show off a. Hopefully, if I can hit it. I've been having trouble with it recently for no real reason. But yeah, that was that boss. He's dead. Use the mini nuke on him a lot in this category. It's pretty fast. But yeah, the here's swing shots swag.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so you get a lot of speed through building through a swing shot node, which is kind of complicated to explain. But basically, if you hold the right directions, Ratchet can build speed as he enters the swing shot targets, and then I can release it once I land or anything, and you can go real fast with swing shot targets. Basically, they're your friend. We use them for other stuff later on that's really good. But yeah, swing shot is our favorite gadget in the run by a lot. It's one of our only gadgets that like is a desired one to get, not just like for anything. It's just generally pretty good. Also, there's Maktar 2 skip. You don't have to go in that room if you do this crazy pack switch, which involves using the thruster's burst of speed and using the potential of the helipack to do a long jump, and then you store the speed on the ledge, and then you go under the ledge, and since it's like kind of hollow underneath, you can go through it, and then it's a lot. Okay, this game is like a lot all the time. It's hard to explain.
It's true.
Like right now, it's stupid chicken bots. I was gonna explain that like you can do a little skip here, but no. This planet's cool. It's got moon gravity. Wingo, you talk. I'm gonna run out of breath.
Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty linear puzzle section on the jamming array. We need to destroy it's either 5 or 6 of these nodes, and it's 6 nodes, and we have moon gravity. So a lot of the tech, like the side flips with the thruster pack, will not work as usually as they do because the gravity's altered, obviously. But yeah, so he's gonna destroy all these 6 nodes. He's still gonna be getting some XP from in terms of nanotech from the enemies, and he needs to do this in order to get the coordinates for Barlow. But he's doing a lot of cool executions. He's doing fast kills with the enemies with the gravity bomb, like he did just now. He's also going to be doing another instance of the pack switch that we saw to get under the Maktar barrier. We're going to be doing one to the last node in probably 15-20 seconds. It's really cool strat. Yeah, and then after this, we're actually going to be doing another skip. We're going to be doing a double jump, a thruster pack double jump, space double jump, and we're going to be using that to skip back to the main part of Maktar because we can't get back. The bridge that usually deploys after you're done with the jamming array, it won't deploy because Manto hasn't done the tractor beam puzzle. So we were going to be doing a little small sequence break, and he actually got the pack switch first try. So that was awesome.
Yeah, the moon gravity isn't as crazy until we enter. I'm going to be calling to it, referring to it as NG+, but it's actually just challenge mode if you've ever played this game casually. Because that loop has charge boots from the start, which is very important. But, Anyway, that's just a death warp there, the origin trigger. We did it earlier as well. We don't normally do a lot of death warps, actually, normally. It's more like checkpoint abuse, but that's not a checkpoint. That's like an origin point. It basically means that if you're close enough to the spawn point of the map, you kind of get the global checkpoint, I guess, and you just you'd spawn there every time. So it's almost like there's a universal checkpoint at the start of Barlow. Here's probably the most pathetic skip in the entire game. You can do this at home, or anyone can do this. Basically, if you have the helipack, you just hold forward up this ledge, and then you turn right, and then you can skip the entire planet. Try it at home; it's unbelievably easy. But yeah, that's a weird concept. Basically, Ratchet has and Clank. I was doing it as Clank, and then pretty much every character or thing you play as the game that can brush against walls goes faster when they're against a slope. And it's hard to explain why that sort of works, minus that it just does. But yeah, you can kind of pretty easily skip that entire path, and it's a pretty lengthy path. So it's pretty funny how easy it is to get past. And now we're racing.
Now we're off to the races. There's going to be a few hover bike sections in the run. This one's mandatory because it progresses the story and also gets you the hover bike helmet, which you're going to be using later to enter the Joba race.
I don't think you actually need it. It doesn't do anything.
Really?
The only thing I think it does is give you the Felsen coordinates. I think it's just a tick box. When I was practicing offline, I just put in the cheat to get to that level. And it's oh, okay, you're good.
Oh, so there's no check for it. That's funny.
There's none at all.
Wow.
The only check is cosmetic, Ratchet will wear it,
That's hilarious.
Yeah. There's not a lot of checks for things in this game, unlike, it's Rift Apart came out, right? And it's got crazy cool movement tech, and it looks really sick, and we love the game, and it's really fun to play. But it's got a lot of checks for things, so, you can't sequence break it as much as these games. Because, let's say theoretically you were on Aranos and you just had a way to get the Yeetle, you could just finish the game. But in Rift Apart, if you just get on one planet and you just were able to get to another, you wouldn't be able to do anything on it, which is already possible. You can, without spoiling anything, just in case anybody hasn't played it. I don't want to spoil anything. There is an incentive for it as well. So, hey, maybe you could play it if you donate. Yeah, basically, if we get to one of the planets early and you just can't progress the game because the game's kind of more scripted, whereas these are a little bit more open. So pretty much one of the sentiments with routing in these games is if you see it, you can do it. If you visualize it, you probably can skip it. The idea of skipping something is pretty anybody that's ever in history gone, this will never happen. Always spits out their cereal, and it never ends up happening. It never ends up going unfound, you know. But you know, even crazy stuff like early LDF and stuff did eventually happen. So always keep optimistic about your speedruns is my tip of the day, or you'll look like a clown. And then the race is over. Oh, yeah. I got the bolt right. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, there's a hidden bolt on here, and it's not like great. It's not like crazy important, but like because I can get it later. But like I'd like to remember it.
Yeah. Yeah. So up next is the second new game ship level, Felton. Like I said before, Manto is very limited on what he can do, but before he even does any of the Felton waves, he's going to be collecting the. There's a few nanotech blasts that we get in the run, and I think there's like 4 of them.
No, there's like 8.
Oh, there's 8. Okay, well, there's several of them, and one of them is in Felton in this building, and he's just going to get it and then reset the mission. And Felton's pretty. It's one of the harder ship missions, especially just because. The enemies are all over the place, but Manto's going to stay in like the general area, not because basically the enemies will stay where you are, and you don't want to go too far out of bounds. Otherwise, the ships will just fly like all over the place.
It's like herding sheep in a way. Yeah. It really is. It's like if you go somewhere that like stinks, they're going to follow you, and then they're going to get lost, and then sometimes that can lead to really unfortunate circumstances. Like blowing up because there's like something in the way, like rock. You see these rocks? That one just teleported. It's cool. You see these like rocks that spin? Sometimes they will run into them and they don't blow up. They just turn around, and so sometimes you can just get trapped there and then you die, and then it's like, oh, 2 minutes. Thanks.
Yeah. If you die on even any part of wave 1 or wave 2, it's so much time lost, and it's happened to all of us that run the new game categories. Like it's the most like annoying thing ever. But
Raritanium's looking good, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I'm at
right
20.
now,
that's what I want.
That's crazy. That's really cool. Yeah, Manto is also, like I said, he's still collecting Raritanium as the fights go on, and because he's going to be visiting the ship shack in a little bit, and he's going to be upgrading the ship and getting a bunch more OP upgrades, because the later ship missions are actually a lot easier when you have, especially the nuke and the
lasers,
empowered lasers. Yeah, it's going to make the ship missions go by really quickly. But again, he needs all of the ship upgrades for the skill point, so that's essential. Good Felton though.
That was all right. I got a lot of Raritanium, so that's really what's more important. Basically, there's a glitch that will be showing soon, and I don't want to go too much into detail, but I need increments of 5 for doing this glitch. So if you get 15, that's decent. If you get 20, that's good, and anything else is just low-key kind of excessive, but like also like, hey, I want it. Come on. That's a little bit of time save. So it's just nice to have like pretty luck, but like the luck isn't so bad to where you're going to lose any more than like 20-30 seconds, maybe like a minute max if you're really unlucky. But yeah, on average you don't lose that much. Wingo, talk about water cycles and stuff.
Yeah, so basically Manto, when he enters the no-tack and he lands, there's a cycle that's going on at the end of the level with rising and falling water, and we're going to be doing it out of bounds at the very end of the level to get to the Siberia's coordinates. And Manto's basically on a really tight cycle, and he's trying to get all the bolts and trying to do all the decoy clips and stuff as fast as he can. By the way, Manto got the decoy glove on Barlow, and we're now able to do decoy clips, which can take us out of bounds as well as clip us through walls and doors and stuff. And we're also going to be using the decoy glove a lot. Once we get the charge boots, we're going to be getting way more cool movement tech. If you think this is cool right now, it's going to get even cooler. Another pack switch he's going to be doing on the bridge. He's going to be doing a pack switch into neutral cancels, and he's going to be hopefully going and getting the water cycle going out of bounds right now, clipping into the Megacorp factory. And it looks like he should make the cycle.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep, nice, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's a lot of time. A lot of time saved compared to if you miss a cycle. I think it's like 7-8 seconds.
It's I think it's like it's like 7 to 8.
Yeah.
I have to also get this taxi clip, which if I don't get it, it's loses a lot of time. Basically, when you leave this, you steal the taxi's momentum, and then you can go. All right, here's Ship Shack glitch. Ship Shack glitch is basically if you hover over any item you want, and then you quickly go over to one that's cheaper priced while holding right the entire time, you get it for 5 Raritanium. And this only works on the PS2, and I'll explain why in a sec once I grab everything I need. It's not hard at all. I just like, you know, I don't want to mess it up because it can lose you some time. But basically, the way it works is that it loads the model of what you want, and it doesn't reload like the ship. It only changes the model on it. And on the PS3 version, each time you do it, it changes the ship. So it doesn't work because it's not just applying things to the ship. It's completely reloading the ship. So unfortunately, that is one of those PS3 like glitches that just doesn't work on PS3. And gosh, that glitch is a miracle. Like, you do not understand how good that is. Like, that makes every other category, like any other any% category on PS2, just amazing. It makes it so much better because some of those upgrades that we steal are just like mind-blowingly broken. Like how did they even make it this unfair levels of bad? But like, you know, hey, that's a win for us, you know? I don't care. It's just like, you know, give it to me. Train cycle time, another cycle planet, 2 in a row. Wingo, you like this planet.
Yeah, so basically the trains are on a set cycle, and Manto needs to kill the thief, at least in her first phase, as fast as he can. And he's going to collect ammo and also kill these spike balls. And basically when the train in front is on the incline, it'll actually, Manto can actually manipulate the cycle and get on top of the train, which skips this whole train car section with a bunch of enemies and stuff. It saves like 15 seconds, I think. It's a good amount of time save, and he's able to skip that whole train car and finish killing the thief's phase too. Yeah, it's pretty sick. I think you can actually technically do even more, but it's like really hard to skip more of the train.
I'm not sure how much it saves time-wise. I think at best it would save like 3 seconds, but it's insanely difficult because everything that's not on the incline has like a bajillion death barriers, and trying to make that cycle work would take more than just a miracle. I will not say it's impossible, but I will say, holy cow, if you go for that, you're crazy. But yeah, this boss is pretty hard, man. I'm struggling a lot. I'm not sure who will win. Oh my gosh, how did I do that? Basically, bosses in this game are controlled by either 2 things: movement or camera. And that was one where you look at it, and yeah, that's it. You control where they go. It's really simple.
Hell yeah.
Dan, you wanna talk about Tabora? Do you know anything about Tabora?
Dan went AFK, so
he's chugging some water.
Yeah, he'll be back in a second. If you want, I can talk about Tabora.
Yeah, you know what, Wingo? You'll be the next best thing.
Okay. All right. So Tabora, it's a very linear planet in all the new game categories. Manto he's getting bolts, and he's also just going through the cave as normal. Again, we're pretty limited on movement for now, but he's gonna do a little small sequence break coming up on these this crate stack, saves a few seconds, skips a little tiny portion of the cave, and he's also going to be once he exits the cave, there's actually a story progression part that we can't skip. We actually need to get 10 crystals in the desert in order for the little guru guy to repair our ship. This is required in all the new game categories. There's no going around this. But we will be back in the NG Plus section of this run, and the crystal section we're actually going to be revisiting this and getting all the crystals, but we'll save that for when we get back here. It's really cool though, but doing a lot of cool pack movement that goes on right here. A lot of side flips, a lot of long jumps.
Yeah, buffered lag flips come into play here, which basically mean that I'm moving the stick Oh my god, I did it! I've been trying to do that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Jeez.
The quick kill with the grab.
Uninstall, dude. Like, what is... Oh my god.
Dang.
Ammo? Yeah.
Manto's also intentionally taking damage because after he gets all 10 crystals, he's gonna death abuse because it's faster to do that and take you back to the ship. That way. So... Crystal.
Yes. Sorry, Tabora fans. Thinking about that desert had me pretty thirsty.
That's what we were just saying. You're like, Dan's probably just chugging some water right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, that was Tabora. And now we're going on to Dabo, which Dabo is actually a really cool planet.
Dabo is the turning point in the run for APB, I would say. This is the first planet that really changes things up, and things will be... Joba is the true turning point, but in this category, this is when sequence breaks get kind of more extreme. It's like, before we're hopping on little boxes. We're making cute little jumps, you know? We like it. But, like, this planet has so much going on. Just give me a second. All right, so I'm going to break it down real quick. Number one, this nuke kills 4 enemies, and 2 of them are meant to spawn in the room, but we properly place it so it kills another wave, so they don't shoot at us while we do this. Number 2, this is called a midair. It's 3 things canceled in. It's a long jump into a... Okay, so long jump, into long jump, into long jump, into side flip, into long jump. Okay, so 4 things total for that pack switch movement there. And it lets us cross into a giant building thing that all the enemies stand on. Oh, come on. And we can basically cut the level in half. And this level is one you want to cut in half because it's the first brutal spike in difficulty for the game. So everything hits harder, everything does more damage, and of course we have no armor and no like crazy guns. Our mini nuke's still good for now, but like things are getting a little tougher. I grabbed the bolt there by clipping through a vent that you meant to use with a spider bot, so we skip a gadget. I mean, we skip a weapon, we'll be getting later, but just it's better to get it now and out of the way. 2 skill points going to be up here, 2 quick ones. So there's gunless, I guess is the best way to put it. You can't use the missiles or the energy ball. And then you also have to break all the buildings. So as soon as I start, I got to ruin this entire planet. I genuinely think this skill point is interesting as a concept, because it's like, oh yeah, just kill everyone on this planet. I don't know if they're even all evacuated, but like, come on, like, this is like a lot of property damage. Like, this is insane. But like, yeah, so this is a kind of a breaking thing. If we have any donations, feel free, because I don't have much to explain about this.
Yeah, sure. We've got a couple here. Slippery Anvil just sends us a smiley face. I'll take that.
Based.
Blue Mage, $50 from Blue Mage, says, great cause, great runs, greetings from Texas. Another donation from C1, $25, that just says C1. So, getting all the good info. A lot of those donos went towards our most soon from here incentive, which is the Primal Light any percent going up to hardcore difficulty. We're looking for $500 to reach that, and we're on our way there. And then I had another donation I wanted to read from Marathon Man, $5 from Marathon Man. Yep, it says, Manto has put a ton of work into routing and rerouting this category over the last few years now. Thanks to his efforts, the category has had nearly 2 hours shaved off of it. Not only that, but he's a great dude, an incredible runner, and an amazing friend. Here's to an amazing run of an amazing category of an amazing game.
You're gonna break the amazing counter for the day, Marathon Man. Thank you, though. I really do appreciate it. That's awesome. I mean, wait, hon. That's amazing. There we go. Jeez, almost missed that opportunity. How could I? We still got like a little more time. If you have like a few more.
Yeah, I can mention that a couple of those donations were for $50. $50 will actually enter you into our grand prize raffle for a PlayStation 5. So actually, Manto can switch to the newest Ratchet and Clank game if he were to win this grand prize. So $50 gets you into that. an estimated value of $500. That PlayStation 5 does come with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Hey.
So if you haven't been able to get your hands on it, which none of us have, you can get your hands on it with just a $50 minimum donation.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, that's perfect because now we are done both skill points. I didn't do too great on one of them. I just kept getting punched around, getting a little lost, but doesn't matter. This is not a glitch coming up, but is something like really crazy to explain in a system. Listen, I need to make a video about this, but basically the simple plan is that I'm gonna reload after I finished a major level objective. So I just finished the fight. I got coordinates to go to Joba, which I need to go to. And now I'm basically put in a revisit state now that I'm reloading the start of the planet. I have the ability to get something called bolt mining or jank pod if you ever watched Rack 1. And I'm going to kill an enemy, and that's going to add a 5 times multiplier until I pick up 100 bolts. So bam, swap my weapon, reset its cooldown, blow up a huge stack of crates over there, blow up a stack here, swap my weapon again, and I blow all this up. And now you'll see that I had 13,000 going up to this point, and I've already had 14,000 there picked up. And then bam, I'm insanely overbolted now, 47,000. So I times 5'd the amount you normally earn from those crates. And that's huge because it makes money routing very easy. You would expect that to be used a lot, but some of the missions give a decent chunk of money in this game. So the only categories that use that glitch specifically are anything in any percent in Ratchet 1 and Ratchet 2 100% right now. Potential for a reroute in Ratchet 2, all platinum bolts, but I think there's already faster routes.
Yeah, for now it's actually it's like only a few seconds slower for now. It's the easier route. Like it's an easier route than the current optimal route, but yeah, unfortunately it's only faster for 100%.
Here's race skip in a minute here. This saves 2.5 minutes plus. Basically, I have to catch a cycle. If you ever watch Jack 1, there's a trick called tree hops, and I named it after tree hops because they look similar. That's it. I'm not even sure if these technically count as trees, but I'm calling them trees anyway. And technically, if you did the full optimal route, there would be trees. So listen, we're calling it tree hops. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, okay? Anyway, so I gotta catch this cycle here in a second. It's not hard to catch, but the thing is, I have to get a jump off a piece of terrain and then hop between 2 little nubs on the ground, and it can get me into an early shortcut, which skips an entire race and a half, which is very important. So let's see if we get it first try. Nope, didn't get a jump. It's very angle specific, so sometimes I'm just off a little bit, I'll miss it. I have another chance in the end of this race, and then I will begin my downward spiral of insanity as I miss it again and again, if not. So hopefully we'll get it pretty early. It's still pretty difficult, even if I get the jump at the start, but it skips a lot, so it's worth going for every time pretty much. And yeah, so we're gonna have our other shot again here in a second. We're gonna be grabbing more boosts. The thing is though, is if we wait too long and we mess everything up too much, we void the skill point, and that's -2 minutes, so that's also fun. Nope, didn't get a jump again. That was also completely my fault that time. I mean, it's always my fault, but that one was way more my fault because the angle. But yeah, so we have to cut our losses and just try again sagely. But hopefully I'll get it pretty soon, because this is one where it's it's really cool, but gosh darn, does this tilt me? This is one of those difficult ones where it does kind of get once I miss it once or twice, I'm losing my mind, losing my marbles. So hopefully we'll get it. Anyway,
yeah.
Got the skill point. That skill point is incredibly generous. You have to get a 227, and we got a 219 with waiting around on the racetrack. Yeah, all right, let's go for the jump again.
Good luck.
Nope.
If Manto gets it within 2 minutes, it still saves time, by the way. So as long as he gets it pretty soon, it'll still save time.
Yeah, this basically means there's several sort of tiers of race you can do here, and this saves him having to like repeat like races and open up an area of the map. They basically the more races you do, the more of this map is open, the more shortcuts you have access to and all that. So it's still very much worth going for.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
just not even getting an attempt at it. It's really tragic. I'm not even getting like a good jump. Come on. There we go.
Nice,
so we hop
dude.
into the early shortcut, and we
Nice.
Gaming.
and then we grab the nanotech, and then we exit, and then.
Hell yeah, dude. Good stuff.
And now we're gonna be doing a lot. Okay, so we got the charge boots. I'm just gonna let Wingo talk. I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff, so just give me a minute.
Okay, so yeah, now that we have the charge boots, the movement tech changes dramatically. So Manto's able to do proxies with the decoy glove, which allows us to go up slopes with either decoy glove or bomb glove. And we're also able to do obviously charges, as well as we're able to do more movement tech with the packs. We're able to do a charge boot into the wrench swing into long jump. We can also do decoy side flips, decoy long jumps, decoy high jumps, wrench high jumps. We're also going to be doing a swing shot proxy right here that's going to take us super high up. This is actually a strat that was found last year. And it's going to take us, in APB, we go to the bolt and we go to the levitator, but in Hundo, we need to trigger this checkpoint because when we reload Joba, we're going to be doing another skill point called Wrench Ninja 2. So we need that in order to get us up there faster. So Manto's actually going to be skipping getting the levitator right now. And instead, he's just going to save and reload. And then we're going to be doing another skill point, Wrench Ninja 2, which Manto can explain because he also recently figured this out.
This has been the single most difficult thing to figure out in the entire game, period. This was considered random. So many people gave up on it, but I knew we could do it. We just had to put ourselves real elbow grease into this. And when I mean elbow grease, like I was hunting down like old builds of the game to like look for like things that changed in the game progress that would maybe cause them to write an error. And I did actually find it. It's this, holy cow, I almost dropped the big MF. It's this man who I do not like, who is like doesn't load in correctly in the beta. And I figured out that if you walk in the same area every time, he will consistently gain his state of being an enemy able to be killed. And that sounds like a lot of nonsense, but basically I walk in this one area and I no longer have problems ever again. But overall, this is a difficult skill point. The whole thing is that we have to use wrench only, but like what is defined as a wrench is not actually wrench only. The skill point basically is coded like this. There are two triggers. The kill trigger, which means you have to kill all the enemies on the level, and the void trigger, which basically means if you kill any enemy with a weapon, you will void the skill point. So I have to make sure that any gun that Ratchet fires that uses ammo is the specific requirement. So I can use things like the Walloper if I really want to. Oh my god, I almost messed it up. I almost like old muscle memory came back. But yeah, I opened that door like physically as Ratchet and then kill that guy, and he's the problem. And then basically I do a hover here, which makes that enemy fire consistently every time. And since he is a big ticket enemy, I'm gonna grab the safety health. But since he is a pretty annoying enemy to kill, he dies. I also wanted to say decoys don't work on this level at all, like period. They never distract an enemy. And that's just because I think maybe turret priority ruined that. But yeah, basically we're almost done here. And there we go, every time now.
Nice,
so that
dude.
was solved. I solved that, and that was a nightmare to solve. A nightmare, and unbelievably bad. Even on PS3, it gets even worse. I'm not going to get into that because it's not the PS3, and I don't want to talk about that version because it's lame. But yeah, geez, like, actually, you know what? I'll talk about it just in case somebody here is like, I can't get the skill point. I'm going crazy. On PS3, quit to the PS3's main menu and then do attempts of this. Basically, if you kill any enemy at any point on Joba before you attempt the skill point, you will ruin it. any point. It carries between files. It carries between playthroughs. So just quit to the XMB and you'll be fine. I'm sorry for the wordful, but now it's charge boot time.
The good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Fear's favorite thing in this game.
No, we have Clank. He doesn't like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway,
we are doing no double charges.
So Manto's doing Dabo 2, which is literally just revisiting to get the Harugas cloud coordinates as well as the Platinum Bolt up here. This is basically just the same as APB essentially.
Okay, I did want to say we are skipping the levitator here. Basically, if you cut the level like this, you don't even have to visit the first thing, and then you do this like electrolyzer. You're gonna be like, it's gonna be like, oh, okay, all right, you did it, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I guess it doesn't work. Like, I guess we're stuck. But luckily, we're not on Rift Apart, and we can just death abuse here, and the teleporter will spawn, and then we can just go wow, and then go all the way back to the core terminal, and then that finishes the entire thing without needing to get the levitator or the glider. Is it?
It's the glider.
No, we
yeah,
don't
the
have
glider
either
here.
of them. Who cares?
Yeah, we don't get either.
Yeah, we don't have either of them.
We get the levitator in NG Plus, but not new game.
So now we have our mega OP ship upgrades, which is very nice. We can. You're just gonna see. Look, ready? You remember this level being hard as a kid? Hold on, ready? Give me a second. It's done. It's really easy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, this one.
There actually is also. I'm gonna comment. Oh, you got 0 drop. Oh my god. Nice.
9 drop as well.
On the on the 4th mission where we get the Platinum Bolt, we're gonna be doing the ring missions. There is a seizure warning, so I will type in the chat like 30 seconds before it comes up. So.
Yeah. Just bear in mind there are like 3 points for seizure warnings. One of them I don't remember exactly where it is, but this is one of them. So this race takes exactly pretty much 1 minute. So like at the 50-second mark, if you are prone to seizures or even seizure-based headaches, there is a flashing light that will be bothersome. So I always try and make sure we alert that because, hey, even if you just get like headaches from that, why would you want a headache? You can just look away for 10 seconds. It's that easy. But yeah, so these are ring missions, by the way. Basically, if you get all the rings, you get rewarded with a Platinum Bolt, and we have to do this 3 times. Right, Wingo?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 times, and then this rewards us with money and a Platinum Bolt. If you don't want the Platinum Bolt for some reason, you can just miss like 10 rings. Is it 10? It's a lot. Anyway.
It's a lot. Like it'll give you the bolts, but it won't give you the Platinum Bolt.
So we get the Platinum Bolt there. Bidding, sub 1. That's fine. Nice. And then we're on to probably one of the coolest planets that has the most going on. Period. This planet, if you needed a better introduction to charge boot tech and how broken it is, just excuse me, sorry. I don't know. I was just feeling that burp coming up.
What the heck, dude?
I'm sorry.
No, it was funny.
The authentic Mantodea experience.
Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, this is Tadano. This is, like Mando was saying, this is like one of the cooler planets.
Let me break this down real quick. I'm sorry to cut you off, but like,
no, you're good.
So we get this continue point here, which stores something, and then we go into the vent here, and then we do a high jump through this vent that we're not meant to go through because it's meant for spider bots, and then we touch the Platinum Bolt, which skips the animation, and then when we die, we get the Sheepinator, which skips the cutscene for the Sheepinator, and then which doesn't mean much, but like it does save some time, and then we go do a side flip here to the end of the level, and then all of a sudden the game freezes, and then oh nope, it's back, and then you throw a decoy here to distract the squirrels, and then the whole planet's done. We got a Sheepinator, we get a Platinum Bolt, and we finish the level all in about a minute. So that's Tadano.
That was an 11. That was an 11 out of 10 explanation. Honestly, like you killed it.
That is not an easy planet to explain. Bolden though, hey, go for it, my dude. I feel like I'm strangling commentary a little bit.
Hey, this is your run, man. This is your run.
I know, but come on, you guys are here too. My good pal. Actually, let's take this planet just to talk about my good buddies Wingo and Dan real quick and what they run and what they do. This is Dill Wingo, famous Klonoa speedrunner.
I just started running this like 5 days ago.
No, Wingo's my good pal. He runs Klonoa. He runs Harry Potter on the PS1. Yes, that's the one with the funny faces. And he runs Crash 2, and he runs Ratchet 2, and he's sick as hell at all of them. I'm gonna be honest, he fucking kicks ass. Excuse my swearing, but like, the man's insane gamer, and he's made a great contribution to the Ratchet and Clank speedruns, and he kills it. And then my man Stylenide, Futurama gamer, world record holder for Futurama. He kills it there. He's played some Ratchet. He's played some Ratchet 1. If you're wondering why Stylenide doesn't know, like hasn't been talking as much, he hasn't actually ran this game, but he's a very good friend of mine, and he does know a decent bit, and he lurks in my streams, and he's super friendly.
I'm the emotional support Australian of this
one. He's my emotional support Australian, and he kills it in a lot of speedruns. You want to talk about some other speedruns that you do? Because I know you do Futurama, and I know you've done Ratchet.
Yeah, I did a bit of AGB, and I've done some Jack 2 any %.
Yeah, you did Jack 2. That was awesome. Your ASM run.
Yeah, and then like, ancient runs. I did Sonic Adventure back in the day, and I do Big Story for ASM when they need time for.
No, wait, hon. We need to talk about that a little bit. My man's is a big fish gamer right here. He loves playing Big the Catfish and grinds that all day. He's really good at it too. Thank you.
Yep, 944 RTA, amazing time.
listen. It's good where it counts. The heart. Okay. So.
Oh my god.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
man, so thanks for those shout-outs. We appreciate it.
Hey, man. Thanks for coming here. Okay, I'd like to tell you, my man's Wingo cutting work, and my man's Stylenide cutting class to be here. So, I think they deserve a little bit of a shout-out.
Cut work. I left early because like,
you left early. Nice sugarcoating, buddy.
Another thing Manto didn't mention, I actually also ran it. I ran this game at ESA last year, but I ran all Platinum Bolts, and Manto was actually one of my commentators, and I was
there, and I was late.
it was really good commentary though, and this has been fun so far.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
Yeah, we're doing a Clank section. Bolton was cool, but I didn't really get to talk about anything. But listen, it's just what you expect. We're flipping. We're flipping. Doing some long jumps. That's about all you need to know, right, about these games? We're doing cool stuff.
Yeah, you run and jump, sometimes shoot.
Yeah, we hate this Clank section, by the way. It's lame, so we're gonna skip the next one. This is like the worst planet casually, but it's actually pretty sick in a speedrun. And we do some like insane stuff in Hundo. So like, if you new here, I threw 2? No, I just threw 1. I don't know what that was about. But if you've played this before, and you're like, oh, this level, I hated this level. It's like, dude, don't worry, dude, me too. But like, also like, check me out. I'm flipping,
man's swagging out.
There's some really cool movement. He's gonna do a really sick out of bounds, and he's also gonna do a really, really hard decoy side flip coming up. And then he's gonna actually, instead of what we do in APB, he's actually gonna be doing sort of what we do in 80%, which is Aranos 2 SI, which actually used to be one of the harder tricks for runners, but it's gotten pretty consistent over the last few years. Let's see, hopefully he gets it first try. Yep.
Oh, the game tried to kill me there.
oh my god, that was so close. Jeez.
Yeah, we're fine. We're chilling.
But yeah, Manto got that, and then he's actually going to be, since we skipped the levitator, there's a bolt that we usually get with the levitator, but we're actually going to be able to get it with a decoy clip.
Wingo, do your so.
Oh, show!
Thank you.
Yeah, the little cutscene. We meme in the Ratchet community because like when you cut off the cutscenes, it's always just like, "Hey, well, so like one-liners." So we always just we always like to make fun of them, of the characters.
You'll notice that we didn't have Clank there, and basically the check for not having Clank. Basically, just check for like the Clank section. If it's not there, it's like okay. But even better, we can just reload and get Clank back, and it's like, hey, Clank is based in this. Oh, worst SI coming up. Ready?
Oh yeah, Aranos 2 SI.
Yeah, so this is a vertical wall SI, which doesn't make any sense. SIs stand for slope intercept, and there's no slope, so that's really cool. But it works anyway because, you know, why not? Why not? This is Quick Plumber, which is a strat I labbed out with Scottobozo. And basically you can do this crazy out of bounds movement, which I died, but it's fine. They just spawn right here anyway.
You got the continue point. There you go.
Yeah, and then basically you can do this crazy out of bounds movement, which lets you get to the plumber who sells you a trophy of quark from a toilet that you sell to a nerdy fanboy that you meet on another planet. But yeah, so right now I'm gonna be doing a little bit of weapon management real quick, and then we're gonna go to the next planet.
Hell yeah.
This is Gorn. This is the final ship level, not in the run, but that we have to do in New Game. New Game is gonna be ending kinda soon, but we'll get to it. Just let me do some Gorn real quick.
Yeah, so Gorn is pretty simple with the ship upgrades. Like Manto, he has obviously the nuke and he has the lasers and the fast locking missiles, so he's able to kill through all the ships pretty quickly. Manto's also going to be getting, I think he's going to be getting some rare titanium.
I need 35.
Yeah, it all depends also how much he had earlier. So he had a pretty decent rare titanium count, so not only needs 35, he's going to be grinding on mission 2 and 3, or mission 3 for the rare titanium. And then we're also going to be getting, as well as we're going to be getting, we're actually also getting bolts in the process, and then we're going to be doing the race mission, which gets us the platinum bolt we need for moving on to Snivelak. Do you guys do Gorn 1 cycle in
you go for it, but it doesn't really lose any time or gain too much either.
Okay.
It's fast, but like if you have bad raritanium, yeah, like it doesn't really matter because you gain raritanium if you mess it up. So it's like, okay, I don't really like mind, but I'm not getting any raritanium RNG, so I just pretty much lost time for that. So that's cool. Oh, I got one. Yes. But now we're doing farming. I just shoot the nuke up here, and I hope they drop raritanium pretty much. I got 21. I did not mean to make a Vine joke. I'm sorry. I just I had to. Oh my goodness! Look at it. Oh my god. One more. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Come on.
It doesn't like me. It doesn't like me.
No.
Now we gotta do one more. It was so Christmas, but you know. But anyway, yeah. So we got a 35 raritanium plus our 20. That makes 55. There are 11 ship upgrades in total. So that's 5 each. Right? Something like that. Math checks out. Listen, I just know the numbers off the top of my head and what I need to do and what I need to get. But, you know, the math was done prior, but math in a speedrun is like, bro, what's 15 minus 11? It's like, oh, dude, it could be any number, I'm going to be honest. Like, if I'm mid-level, like it's such a toss-up. I normally am like, chat, what's 11 minus 3? And chat's like, and it's like, hurry, you have to be my math. Like, you have to be my calculator. I don't have a chance. I can't do two things at once. That's way too hard.
Yeah, Manto only has room for 2 math equations in his head. You've seen them both in this run. It's what's 5 times 11 and what's 9 plus 10.
What's 9 plus 10? It is indeed redacted.
God. Oh my god.
So we're finishing our wonderful race on Gorn. We have a lot of money now, and now we're prepared for everybody's least favorite thing in the entire game that everybody always complains about every single stream I ever do. And it's the Snivelak mech boss. Everybody goes, oh, I hated this. Oh my god, this boss. And listen. I'm right there with you, buddy. This boss sucks, man. This thing stinks. But first, we're going to be catching a cycle here. This wall has no collision, so, just go through it. We have speed from the charge boots. Did I provoke the tanks? No, I didn't. Let's go. And basically, I have to catch those 2 ships on the cycle there. If I'm fast enough, I get them. And they save like 5-10 seconds. So I want to hit a cycle. You have to blow up 14 cars for some reason, because, Whoa. I don't know why 10. Why no? We're doing 14 apparently. But yeah. So these speedy ships here, the purple looking ones, they're like purple, like red. I don't know. They don't really have like a primary super color. I call these the teeth ships because the lights look like teeth. And then, but yeah, these purple ships are really annoying. And so I know when I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish on that guy right there. So I have a good cycle. Basically, I killed this. No, and I kill that, and I'm done. And then I need to buy a few weapons. So the most busted weapon in the game is not even a weapon, it's an item, and it is the shield. It's absurdly broken for not only completion, it's absurdly broken in damage, it's absurdly broken in pretty much everything. It's probably one of the most unfair things in the entire game, just like period. But anyway, so now we're going to be doing this boss, and my first goal is to proxy up to here, and then do a side flip, which didn't end up being a side flip, so now I'm kind of in a bad position, but it's fine. I'm gonna retry. Okay, we're back up. Basically, as long as he doesn't pop my shield or move, that's fine. Anyway, so I have to do something called poking, which is probably one of my least favorite things I've found, period. Come on, come on. Ah, I did the do-si-do with them.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, and so this is poking. So this means that we locate his groined area on top of a bridge, and then we jam a gun into his groin. You know what? This sounds awful, but basically, there's overlapping hitboxes here from both of his legs, and so you deal a lot of damage, and you use a weapon that fires a lot, and basically, you can kill this boss pretty fast, and he's dead, and so that's really cool. And we don't have to fight him with the turrets, which is the worst part of the game. So, yeah, it's great. But also, like, it's a really frustrating skip, and we have to do it again later. And it's really not fun. Yeah. So, anyway.
The old strat was sheeping the boss, and that loses, like, 19, 20 seconds, so...
Yeah. Glad that's over. Anyway, yeah. It's time for Smolg, which is an insanely cool movement planet. We're going to be doing a jump pad manip, which basically lets us change our direction that we go on the jump pad with the decoy glove and the charge boots, and we land like halfway through the ladder section, like the coming back from finishing the planet section. Oh my gosh. And then I have the grind boots, so I'm not meant to go up this rail, but if I just ground myself the entire time, the game can never check for the grind boots, so I have to do a lot of wacky movement here to basically never ground myself onto the rail properly. I want to be crouching, which is not technically grounded, because, you know, why not? And then we hit the end of the level trigger through the back of it. So we do the level backwards, basically. We avoid going to the warehouse now, but we have to go there later for a bolt. But that in NG Plus is kind of nuts. Now we're on. Now I have to like buy stuff with the vending machine. Let's see if we get a funny face. We got it for like a frame. It wasn't that funny.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a sip of water.
All right.
I actually lied. It's ginger ale, but wait on.
Same thing.
That's it. It's all over.
No, I drank the water. I'm good. I'm good. Promise. This is a really this find is nuts. So basically, the way I found this is that I just randomly one day like woke up in a cold sweat and was just like, what if I reloaded after the protopets? And then I started doing it in runs and I was getting good results. But then I found out that if you reload after getting the Yeetle coordinates after the protopets, their XP doubles, so you can get some really insane XP on these guys, and we'll be leveling up 2 of our weapons, which one of them is used for the final boss, and the other is used for the secret boss of the game, which gives us the box breaker, which is an insanely useful item for skill points, but we also have to get it anyway, so like, why not get it now? And basically now I'm going to be surrounding myself in Club Penguin Puffles, the Twonkies from Jimmy Neutron, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, they're like Twonkies, I guess.
God.
Whatever you want to call these guys, they're really called Protopets, but, you know. Anyway, so we're going to be damaging. Oh, we're going to be damaging them by touching them with the shield. The shield actually, like, unupgraded, is an insanely, like, low damage weapon. But, like, when it's upgraded, it's actually, like, nuts. So I don't really understand the scaling here, but, like, yeah, upgrading this is a nightmare. And in Ouya, they make it so that you can upgrade it with taking damage, which is a lot nicer. So they actually did something good in Ouya for once, but they, yeah, basically upgrading this is kind of a challenge in itself. But now that I did grab I grabbed the coordinates. Now that we grab the coordinates and we respawn, it's like, all right, well, we got to hit this vendor. I almost bought the wrong thing and ruined the run, but don't worry about it. Glad I didn't have enough money for the plasma coil. And what I'm doing here is now I'm going to go up this again. Also, this is skipping, like, the Hypnomatic and stuff as well, but, like, I don't have time to explain that, man. There's too much other stuff going on. Basically, we don't get, like, any gadgets in this run because, like, who cares? Oh, I just messed up a little bit. It's fine. You're not meant to, I'm meant to die and, like, duplicate the XP, but, like, I don't know how good of a spot I'm in. Okay, it's fine. I get in the car there. I don't know why they have a car on this level. Because it's like functionally useless. But basically, the car takes off your shield. And, yeah. Are you guys gonna multiply again? Am I screwed? That's not good. They really kill enough? Oh, that's not good. Well, we'll see. I have backups for XP and stuff, so... it'll be fine. I need to kill, like, a few extra enemies on Yeetle, which is fine. Alright, so now that we got our shield upgraded, we're gonna go all the way back to the first planet in the run, which is Uzla. I mean, it's the second, but it's the first real planet. Eros is a ship, okay? Even though it says planet, it's a ship. So Uzla, we're going to be doing a lot here. So we'll be doing something first called Tractor Beam Skip. And Tractor Beam Skip, basically, I dodged this giant checkpoint trigger by going over this tree and doing a bunch of proxies and stuff. And I got the Platinum Bolt. I'm at Death Abuse. And then we're going to grab some more bolts and stuff. It's just going to be a little bit of movement. Do we have any, like, donations or anything?
Hi there, new voice. I'm your new host. Going to be taking over from Alex. I'm Nico Harter, and everybody, welcome into the Ratchet and Clank Going Commando run. We do have a few donations coming in, and one from our prior host, from Axel. And it's they're going to be matching a word and a matching Mango Punches donation for 7 turbos in RE3. Thanks to the entire tech crew and all of the runners and donors. Going to throw this $25 towards the Primal Light Hardcore Difficulty incentive. Good luck to Manto and to the rest of the run. And we've also got $50 from Benjamin. That says, always good to come out for the Ratchet and Clank. Best of luck, Manto. Fantastic couch selection. And they put their $50 towards the custom fruit name for the NetHack Any % of ESA Marathon. And I can actually tell you that it's kind of catching up for the bid incentive. You've got Wonder Wishing leading by... at $200, Good Luck Boogle at $165, and ESA Marathon at $160. Actually, no, I lie. ESA went up to 210, so it's now at the lead.
Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Listen.
We're fighting this boss now. This is a swamp monster. It's kind of a weird boss. This doesn't really have any, like, crazy attacks or anything. He's really he's the swamp monster from earlier, but you get to see him. I guess that's the wow effect of this boss. But his reward is way better than anything. Basically, what we can do with this reward now is we can hyper strike anytime we want, and it breaks all boxes and also all destructibles. And it's pretty good for money and all, but it's even better for skill points. So right here, I'm in this room, and boom, everything breaks. And it's also insanely satisfying. So just, like, thought I would throw that out there. and then break that. Then I gotta get back up here. Break these two. And then come now. Gotta get through this wall. I mean, it's basically shop clip from earlier, except I gotta do it with a decoy glove. A little bit weirder of a timing. So I'm just gonna clip through the wall. Yeah, and then we're gonna spawn back at the shop checkpoint. I don't think I did. Did I do pterodactyls? Do you remember?
No.
I don't think you
No,
did.
I didn't do it. Okay, so I'm gonna do them now. I could do them later, but like, nah.
Nah, I don't really feel like it.
I don't really feel like it.
Yeah, bro, I'm feeling the 99% full today.
I was thinking about if the slot machines just didn't work after a while, just being like, all right, we're not doing that skill point. We're good. Like, I really was, but thank gosh we actually got it. It wasn't like good getting it. I would be ahead right now if I had an okay slots, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out there. So always reset. That's what we take away from that. Always reset if you can decide.
Average no reset fan. Average reset enjoyer.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're on to the final planet and the final boss of New Game. So this is the first loop of the game. We only spend about an hour and maybe some change on the first loop of the game, and that's because a lot of things. But basically, now we're going to be rushing through. My XP's a little down, so I am going to be, like, you know, having to do some backup stuff for XP. I got to do this crazy sequence out here. Just give me a minute. No. Where am I? Hold on. No? No, I don't even know what's happening. Listen. Alright, it's working. It's working. Maybe not what I intended, and I also had no weapon out, so I died, but like, you know.
Good backup at least.
Things are going. Yeah. I'm not dead.
Giving you some of my scuffed energy.
What'd you say?
Giving you some of my scuffed energy.
Alright. Thank you. Alright, so like, because my XP is kinda like dog, it's like not good. We're just gonna be like up here, and then we're gonna play these little jetpack guys give an okay amount of XP. Enough to like... Hey, we got one off. That gave some XP. We got one off again. And that should be good. Yeah, that's good. And so now we're going to pretty much finish the game. I have to do this crazy trick here, which hopefully will go well. No, it didn't. I got the backflip. This trick's kind of like angle specific, so if my input on like my analog stick is off by a little bit, I'm just kind of like, yep, dead. So no. This is like a weird skip because it's like a directional changing decoy side flip, which is a lot, but like it's pretty difficult tech.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we got it. We got a second try. And now there's some more proto pets. These actually do not give the same amount of XP as the other level, like at all. They're actually like far less. So you won't see me doing anything crazy. That is a trick that shouldn't make sense and doesn't make sense. So it just doesn't. I don't know why that works, where you can just throw a decoy on the wall and clip through it with another decoy. But it just works. No questions.
Yeah. Real quick as well, there is another epilepsy warning for the final boss here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very important, very important. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a trick, which is super cool, but if you have any sort of seizure-related problems with flashing lights, please look away. But I'll describe it, so don't close your ears. Don't, like, you'll be fine. With ears, at least. At least I think. I don't know. It's kind of loud. Basically, I pull out the spider bot, I double jump, I throw the spider bot, and then I switch weapons to reset the cooldown, and then I just start mashing X because they forgot to put a fire rate cap on this. So you can just hit 2 hitboxes at once and actually like destroy this boss. You stun lock him because he's meant to like change phases or something, but since he's in a hurt animation, he can't. So you can just one cycle this boss super easy for free, and it prevents probably one of the worst tricks in the game, which was called YOLO Pet, which relied on a ton of RNG. So yeah, that's like the only reason why we get the spider bot. And yeah, that's round 1 of going Commandos 100%. Still much more to go. We're actually like incredibly underleveled now, entering like new game plus. This is called challenge mode, so I'll try and say that as much as I can. But basically, I got to make my quick select. The game will crash if I put on the shield during this segment and it kills any enemies. It's not guaranteed, but it's so likely that it's not worth doing, and there's no like serious ramifications for like not wearing it. Like I'll be fine. But you know, so basically we're gonna be leveling up a lot, as you can tell. You can see our health is kind of like I guess they're like big blocks of 4, I guess. I didn't see one of those guys spawn. I don't know what happened with them.
Something else you're going to be seeing is underneath Manto's bolts, you're seeing it ×5 right now. Basically to sort of scale the economy in this game and make repeat playthroughs a little more interesting, Insomniac kind of inflates the numbers of everything. And you can, as long as you don't take any damage or like contact from enemies, you can maintain a multiplier. And it's basically just exponential. So you start at ×1. If you want to get to ×2, you kill 2 enemies. Want to get to 3, kill 3. And it goes all the way up to 20. And it doesn't matter what kind of enemy you kill, so there aren't any enemies that are like more valuable for the multiplier than others. As long as you're getting a kill, it counts towards that multiplier. So you're going to be seeing Manto just trying to raise that multiplier as much as he can and take advantage of it a lot in challenge mode. So yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up on a bolt check that's pretty important. The Rhino 2. So it's actually not that expensive at all. They made it like insanely cheap, believe it or not. I know everybody's like, 1,000,000 bolts? Are you kidding? Just so much money. But like, oh come on, dude! Like, you get money in this game so easily. Like, everybody like that plays this game is always like, the Zodiac is such a ripoff. I paid $10,000 for ammo, and it's like, you get like 2 in a box. Oh, I'm the thing's happening. Ratchet's doing the thing.
What the?
Yeah, so that's like a glitch with only the mini rocket tube, not even like the upgraded one. For some reason, he can like, yeah, he can do this. Sorry, I stopped in place. I know someone was just watching me, like, go, like, but like, I want to show it off. It's cool. Because that's how like I feel sometimes. Sometimes when I'm watching someone, I'm like, how does this work? And they're like in their speed run, they're like minus like 20, and they'll just be like, oh, it works like this. And they'll stop and play. And I'll be like, no, play the game. I did not ask for that. But we're gonna be buying our first weapon that we like solely use to upgrade. Like, the Synthenoid is probably the worst weapon in the entire game, in my opinion. In just terms of like, listen, it's all right when it's upgraded and stuff. It's not like that bad, but like, holy cow, is using this weapon like unbearable upgrade wise, at least. Alright, so the gold bomb glove we bought was the upgraded bomb glove, and it is absurd how much damage they made this thing do. I have no clue why they made it do so much. No, we're not playing games. We're just gonna wait. Maybe I should have played games. But basically, yeah, we kill this boss because the way the bosses work in this game, or like everything works in this game, is basically like this. XP minus the arena, because the arena has its own like way money works and multiplier works and like XP works. You can do something called XP funneling, which is not a thing in pretty much any other game, minus for like bosses. you can do this thing where you basically put XP from one gun into another gun by doing the last hit of it with the gun, whereas every other game does damage equals XP. So that makes the route for this really interesting, because you can sometimes just like destroy a boss and then just like tickle it with like some crap gun, and then it'll upgrade the crap gun you don't want to use. So it's amazing, actually. We love that. But the other stasis, the other alternative to the system is obviously like sorry, menuing, you know.
Ship Shack ASMR.
Yeah, Ship Shack ASMR. Like, obviously, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. What was I talking about? Oh yeah.
Exploiting,
it's super casual, but like this one is so much nicer for a speedrun because it makes it so that like you can do all kinds of wacky stuff with like XP. This is our first revisit of like a planet that we normally don't want to like. Oh, I got a 0 drop.
Nice.
Early mine? Oh, one little rodent. Come here. Gosh, man.
Dang, that was still really good.
Can't have shit in Woopash, man. Let's get out of here. Basically, the way that works is the nuke is based on LOS, which is, of course, line of sight. And it means that anything on screen or a little bit off screen is what's perceived as killable. So you can kill anything on screen and barely off screen with a weapon. So you'll see that mechanic come up a lot. There's barrier skip. We're going to go to this first since we don't need Clank anymore for a while. We're going to be progressing the game without him for a long time. For maybe about an hour, I think maybe a half an hour. I don't remember when we get Clank again, but basically, the charge boots are so good that you just don't need Clank. You just really don't need him. He really doesn't add too much until later. So you can just do like so much like little workaround things. The 1 minute 40 of doing a Clank section, and then the extra like 15 for arriving at a ship level is so long that it's not even worth going to Indako to get him. So just we don't get him. Yeah. So this is the thing is about this planet is that you'll notice we're doing. It's not really a tech, but it's something that you can't do in the patch version of the game. So I'm going to assume it was a tech, and they were just like no. But basically what you do is you just spam charge. You just press charge again, so the boots never slow down. But for some reason on the moon planets, it just never slow down, period. I'm not sure why, but, you know, this game. A lot of questions, sometimes answers.
Usually more questions.
Yeah, usually like 300 questions and like 10 answers at best. This is a really wacky skip here. This is our first use of first-person mode. The devs actually did find this tech. It's unbelievable how many glitches they found, and they patched, like, eventually. Pretty much every game, every time we have something cool, they're like, oh, nice, let's patch it. And it's like, no, but, like, it's not in, like, a bad way. Like, you know, it's just, like, they didn't know, you know? They're not doing it maliciously. It's not a big deal. And they've actually... Insomniac's super cool about speedruns for Rift Apart. Like, I did kind of playfully jab at them. Not the company, but, like, the speedruns of Rift Apart. But it's more just, like, routing it is kind of obnoxious. But, like, they are so supportive that when we had a tech in the game that we found, and they were going to patch it, some of the developers actually spoke up and said, like, no, the speedrunners, like, love this. Can we leave this in? And they fought hard for us to get it kept into the game. And they even added speedrun specific, like, skip a cutscene faster, like a skip a cutscene hotkey for us so that we could skip some cutscenes just a little bit faster. It just takes away some menuing that was obnoxious. So very, very, very cool. I don't want to make it seem like I've made any sort of rhetoric like oh yeah, I don't like Ripped Apart or anything anti-Insomniac. No, like they're like literally the coolest people, and they've done so much, and some of them I'm even proud to call like a friend. Like they are so cool. So my playful jabs do not try and make any sort of statement about it otherwise than love, you know.
Insomniac kind of based though.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, kind of based.
Yeah, they're
Just a
super
little
cool
bit.
with Ratchet. Yeah, new Ratchet's good too.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is the first all breakable skill point, and I'm just gonna be doing a lot of shooting for a little bit. I gotta level up this gun, and also I gotta build some money. I got the shield on, which the shield, getting hit in the shield does lose the multiplier. But yeah, anyway, the whole reason I went on that whole tangent is because one of the developers left in first-person wall climbing because they wanted to see what people would do with it. And listen, let me show you. I can do a lot with it. The wall climbing essentially works like this. If you can do this at home. So if you got yourself any copy of Ratchet 2, they left it in on every version because they really just wanted to see what people could do with it. And they thought it was fun, so like, why not? Is basically go up to any wall, double jump, and then just tap square. Like, not too fast, you don't have to do it crazy, but like tap square, and you'll be able to climb it. And you can go discover like crazy sequence breaks and stuff that are just super easy to do, and mess around and try some like little baby speed tech, and you'll have yourself a ball for sure. It's super easy and super cool of them to leave it in, and I'm glad they did. And yeah, it's awesome, super sick. There we go. We got our skill point.
They actually used to use first-person wall climb in NG Plus like all over the place. Like it was like most of the run before all like proxies and stuff were implemented.
Yeah, we've gone through like changes over the years of like eras of like, oh, this thing's broken, we gotta use it everywhere, you know. And then it's like slowly, it's like, all right, let's relax, you know. Let's use this unique thing, you know. But yeah, the wall climbing was the first step to making a speedrun. So yeah, thank you whoever left that in. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you leaving that in, because God help us where some of these skips are just like, if wall climbing didn't exist, I'd be pain. So yeah. We're gonna be doing this skill point in a second here. We have to fight Chainblade again just to like gain the progress for the skill point. But this is one of the silliest skill points in the game, period. Basically, the B2 Brawler has a do not get hit skill point, which is ridiculous, by the way, for that boss. I just wanted to say, like, anybody casually, I feel you, unless you have a Rhino 2, which, I mean, you've probably already done it. But, like, that skill point is ridiculous if you're trying to go for it with any semblance of, like, a medium arsenal, right? And so here, the shield actually doesn't count as getting hit, and I'm going to be kind of tormenting the B2 Brawler for a second, and then it's likely going to hit me. Oh, he's walking. So you see how it hit me because my shield went red? It actually does not matter for the skill point. And you're not going to actually be able to see that I get the skill point super well, because I level up at the same time. Just if you go back, look at it frame by frame, you can go see that I did indeed get the skill point, and you can do that at home as well.
Dude, trust me.
Dude, trust me.
Source, dude, just trust me.
Source, I clipped it and I looked at it. We skip the electrolyzer there, and we get the cutscene, and we skip it again. And then
Electrolyzer fans in shambles right now.
They are in shambles. They hate us. Dude. They hate us. Well, that's just ridiculous. They're looking at the screen, like, adjusting their glasses. But yeah, so you can use like the movement tech is like the charge boots. Thank gosh they let us also carry those into like a new playthrough, and you don't have to like go get them every time. Ugh, wouldn't that be awful? But like, yeah, so you can just kind of like break the game now that like you have charge boots. It's just Whee! You can go do crazy stuff. Yeah. I'll be now doing XP funneling, so I'll like hit them with the bomb glove, and then and then I'll like hit them with the plasma coil to finish them off. These purple dinosaur guys, the worst. The worst.
Yeah, they're very obnoxious to dodge.
I love how they die though. They do like a flip. I don't know. I love the death
Yeah.
animations in
Yeah,
this
they just
game
topple.
overall. And then we
It's got
do a
lot of
crazy
personality.
proxy. This is like one of the most well-hidden bolts in the game. Some of those bolts are like, all right, you wanted me to find something to break this. Like you were unreasonable hiding it here. That is mean. So this one's like ridiculous. Like you have to ledge grab this like crazy surface that nobody goes to, because like why would you even go there? And so we get here, and then it's like I don't even know how to get out of here. So you just clip out of bounds. But this is hell clip. It is awful. Like, good luck getting out of here. Like, you see how much fun this is? Oh, we did it. See, Wingo, is that your least favorite clip as well?
He's sneakily throwing away his sneaky food scraps. So I'm just gonna speak for him and say yes. He'd be like, yeah.
There we go. All right, and so we go to the level backwards here, which spawns a ton of enemies that clearly were not there when we were just there a second ago. But now they're like, all right, hold on. These are all the electrolyzer fans. So we're gonna bomb them, and then we're gonna burn them alive with our lightning gun.
A line has been drawn in the sand today in the electrolyzer and non-electrolyzer communities.
Yeah. I'm an infiltrator fan, not the infiltrator. What is it? What's the gun from Rack 1? The puzzle gadget?
Oh, Trespasser. Yeah, Trespasser's the best one.
Yeah,
Easily.
Hey, alright, well that's some good XP. I want to make sure that all my guns are like getting close to leveled. There's like 3 big ones we need soon. Is that Wingo back?
Yep.
Alright, Wingo, I need your hot take on this. Ready?
Okay.
How do you feel about the Barlow bolt clip? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the one after the bolt?
Is that the worst clip in the game, would you say?
I wouldn't say it's the worst clip. I just think it's really annoying.
Whoa!
I just think it's annoying. I don't think it's the worst clip.
Alright, what's the worst one then? What's the worst one?
Give me like a minute to think. I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, sorry, I went AFK. I had to grab a snack. I was hungry.
No problem.
This is the most controversial Hundo run ever performed.
I'm trying to. I gotta think. What's like the worst clip ever? So like, yeah, let me just think for a minute. Jesus. I mean, it's been like a month since I ran APB, so. I don't know. I'd say maybe. Just come back to me in like a minute. There's a few that are really bad, but I mean the one on Barlow.
Just in disbelief, man. I can't believe you're not against the Barlow.
The Barlow 2 one isn't that bad. Like
It's
we can
awful.
that.
It's awful. It's
It
horrendous.
is annoying though. Yeah, it is really annoying. Like
Okay, find me a better one then. I dare you.
a better, worse one.
A better, worse one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I gotta like go in my head of like all the clips that there are in the run. Dabo 2 isn't bad. No, I was gonna say Dabo 2, but that one's not that bad.
Dabo 2 you get better at. It gives you a
Oh!
problem once in a while.
You know what I was actually really having trouble with for the longest time? The one
What?
I was having trouble on the one on Tando for the longest time because I
that
literally
one's like, that's nothing compared to the Barlow clip though.
I'd say the Barlow one's easier. Because at least the Barlow one you can jump into the decoy and then you
Wait,
can just
I'd like to let you know my blood pressure just went up like 400%, bro. I'm seething now.
I'm sorry, but Ben's right. I hate tiptoes even more. I hate tiptoes like the most.
Tiptoes are actually like garbage. They are like garbage tech.
You're the one that was saying that they were cool and no like a while ago.
Listen. My opinion varies between me winning and losing an argument drastically. You know.
But honestly,
Whatever makes me
respect
sound better is what my current opinion is.
respect because you do water cycle, because water cycle is like 10 times cooler in my opinion.
It is more fun. You get to do a little proxy, and like I like cycles, and like Tiptoe fans are like, oh dude, you get to jump. It's like I do jumps the whole game.
Crash Bandicoot fans are like, whoa, cycles.
The Crash Bandicoot fans are like, yikes, Tiptoes, dude. the Crash Twalk fans, all 3 of them.
Twalk. My god. Did you talk about how like you guys are looking for like a race skip on Barlow?
Yeah, we're like kind of looking for a race skip on this. All right, let me explain. Alright, so basically this race, you see I got a 214. The skill point is a 210, and like if I actually raced like out of my mind, I could get like a 212. If I raced like even with my brain on a little bit, I could get like a 213. So basically all I'm saying is that we need 1 second of time save per lap possible. And if we had that, we'd be zooming, dude. That would make the route so good. And also Wingo, look at my helmet changed. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Nice. We'll get the helmet now. But yeah, basically we're looking for a skip for this, because if you could just have a faster race, you wouldn't have to do the other 2 races. We have some time for donos because I'm just zooming right now. I'm cruising.
I can talk about the charity that we are raising money towards. We are raising money towards a Save the Children. They have delivered quality education to over 273 million children in the last decade, more than any other global development organization, and they are transforming the way emergency care is delivered, putting a world-class team of health professionals to work for children anywhere in the world within 72 hours. Now, your money does go towards not just Save the Children, but you can also get yourself into a raffle for some prizes as well. At the $50 grand prize of minimum donation, you will be in a chance of winning that non-existent but existent Sony PlayStation 5 with the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart bundle, estimated value $500. So your money goes towards not only an amazing cause, but some amazing non-existent prizes as well. But you can also win prizes like the ViewSonic Elite monitor, which is at a minimum $35, a nice, well-designed Nintendo Switch Pro controller designed by Spicy Frog for the ESA themed This Is the Run design, another ViewSonic Elite monitor for $25, and a cute Bomberman Perla Bead Sprites for the minimum of $10.
All right. Do you have anything else? Because we still have time.
I can talk about some upcoming bid incentives. Bear with me 1 second. So we do have the Primal Light incentive for the hardcore difficulty. Let's see what our current amount is. We are at $148 out of $500. You know what I'd love to see is a nice speedy hype train. If we can get a $5 hype train to meet that incentive by the end of the run, that would be amazing to get that $500 mark.
All right. We now have the shortcut. These races, if they could be skipped, would be great, because this is the only major serious there's 2 major downtimes in the run now, which is this and the Joba arena, which the Joba arena isn't that bad because you actually have to do stuff, whereas this is pure autopilot. Look at me, I'm dude, I could recline right now if I really wanted to, and I could still get this point. It wouldn't even be a big deal. This is
Flex the gamer chair.
Yeah, fix the gamer chair. Also, I'd like to say, gamer chairs kind of overrated. I'm glad I got a new chair and all. What the? Get out of the road, buddy. And then if you get a gamer chair, they're not nearly as comfortable as they seem, dude. They're listen, I'm glad I have one because it's kind of good for my posture, because my old chair was horrendous. But geez, man, the money I spent on this for what I got. Ugh.
Controversial gamer chair stream.
Yeah. And we're calling out our stream. We got the electrolyzer.
Can I say? Can I? Oh, good.
Let me hear.
I was gonna say, can I say shout outs to the $50 IKEA chair I got? That literally feels really good.
Yeah. Dude,
if I had the space, I would just chuck a lazy boy at my desk, man. That's the play. Like, that's what you should do, I reckon.
Do you ever see the picture of the guy who has like a children's slide as his chair? Oh my god, I love that picture so much. That's like, dude, that guy's probably living just as comfy as I am. Not gonna lie. What else do I want to buy? The bouncer? Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say, sorry if there's like ambient, like loud noises in the background. That's the electrolyzer fans, man. They've come for me.
Yeah, they're turning into literal fans now. Anyway, yeah. So we're approaching our major like. Wait, I don't even know what Dog Show was going to talk about. We're going to talk about nuke storage as a one-frame trick where we're not cloning the nuke, but we're basically making the explosion carry over to the. Oh my god, I'm insane. The next level. That's frame perfect.
Hell yeah,
1/60th of a second you have to get that. Holy cow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Is the first time that's ever been done in like a marathon? Like first try?
Probably. That's crazy, dude. Good stuff.
That is kind of crazy. Yeah, but basically, I'm gaming, to say the least. That is like a 1/60th of a frame of a trick, or something like that. I don't even know. But basically, it's hard, and I got it first try. Aren't you proud of me? Come on. Now we're gonna be doing. So these missions are like really pathetic because the nuke just like, look at this. I'm not look one hand on the controller. And I'm making dollars every day, and it's incredibly easy to get like good money from this. There's certain challenges in this game where you can just hold circle and do it for like 10 minutes, and then you don't even have to worry about money. But listen, that's slow. We're not doing that. But listen, you have all the time in the world to do that if you'd like. If you don't have a timer running. Or maybe you don't have all the time in the world. But listen, you have more time than I have right now. There's other runs after me. My buddy Merkaz will be running Crash Bandicoot in 2 runs. So not the next one, but the one after that, I believe. And we got the schedule. But yeah, that's a good friend of mine. I want to shout out his run. And if you are not staying up until 4 in the morning to watch me because you're European, please go watch that. That's a very good friend of mine, and he is incredibly nice. And I know he's very talented at Crash. So go check out his run as well. He's a homie. He really is a good guy.
Hell yeah.
And that's felt and done. And now back, we got a lot of money now. We got a bolt, and we got time saved. We can like zoom through now. Excuse my knuckle cracking, but now we got to go to NoTac, and NoTac is actually really cool. There's a lot going on here. No more cycles. Who cares when we can just climb walls and stuff? So I'm going to be climbing this wall here, and then I'm going to be equipping the mini nuke and looking up into the sky. And then 1, 2, 3. There we go. And basically I blow up all the crap around that planet, like the orbiting little like pieces, and that makes it so that I can hold on, I'm like playing billiards with the enemies. Basically I can get a lot of good things a lot of fast. Still trying to like play the game. I don't know, do you guys have anything to say to get me out of this rut, because I just cannot stop stuttering. Give me a minute.
I mean,
My mind is racing.
Well, Manto, for one thing, he's working on obviously his weapon XP, because we're in NG Plus, and the experience is just way better to get in NG Plus compared to new game. So a lot of the stuff he's doing right now is he's leveling up weapons as well as revisiting some areas that we skipped in the new game section. Like he's gonna get a platinum bolt up here. And we don't have Clank right now, like as mentioned earlier, so a lot of the movement, while it is limited, we do have charge boots as well as first person wall climb, which the first person wall climb is only available in NG Plus, so definitely helps a lot. There's gonna be a lot of cool skips and tricks coming up. I think the next planet we're gonna be doing Siberius again, but we're gonna actually
Siberius is so mental to think about. I did want to say, you can beat this entire game without Clank in not only like challenge mode, but like also in new game.
Mhm.
The new game one's a little hard, but like it's not even that hard to beat this game. Like you can literally learn this in like a week and get easily like a 20-minute time, or even lower, a sub 20-minute time, pretty darn easily. Because this game is insanely broken. Like, it's laughably sequence breakable. And that's what makes it such a fun speedrun, because you can do so many crazy things. Okay, all right. I just gotta make sure that, like, I'm not getting hit, because that will, like, ruin my speedrun.
Yeah,
Like, right
Mantle
now, that
also,
ship is hitting me from backwards for no reason, so, you know, that's really cool.
yeah, as Tyler and I
You get to
mentioned,
do all these swag moves. The enemies have to get some too.
The enemy's like, all right, look, hold on. I do a checkpoint trigger avoidance there, which relies on me dodging a trigger, of course. The commentary is getting worse the more focused I get. Oh yeah, just that'll work. I don't even know why I tried that. But can I play the game for a bit? Can someone help me out, please? I'm like dying.
yeah, I'll explain. So
I even spoiled
Mantle,
it.
so Mantle basically skipped. He's skipping a continue point because he's gonna get the coordinates for almost a no tech for Siberius, and after he gets the coordinates, he's actually gonna be. This new runner found this like a few months ago.
No, he's actually pretty old.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he came back.
Okay, well this new runner,
Ships is his name.
they found this skip where you death abuse with the fish, and if you skip the continue point, it'll literally just warp you back to the ship, and this saves time in this category as well as any percent and NG plus no IMG. Really cool. Yeah, now we're going to Siberius, and like I said before, the train sequence we did in New Game, we're actually going to be doing train skip, which is going to skip the whole train. It's a really cool sequence of movements. And Manto has to memorize where he does his movement because a lot of it is actually invisible. So it's coming up soon, but he's also going to get some more platinum bolts and more weapon XP as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening, of course.
Yeah. Just a lot going on right now.
That's the best explanation of this run that you'll ever hear. There's a lot of things happening right now.
Holy cow, how did they get commentary this good?
The thing with Ratchet games is because a lot of the stuff is happening at once and there's a lot of just fast-paced action, it is very hard to like talk about literally everything, but I mean obviously we've done the best we can, and I mean I've been having a good time, you know, chilling with the homies so far.
Listen, I could write like a book on this and it would be feature length. Like it would be insane. Like
A feature-length book.
I believe it.
The commentary really is getting awful as the later we go. It's just like
it's
too much to
fine.
talk about.
It's good.
It's fine. Listen, it's fine. Whatever you say, Wingo, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm like,
what-
my mind is like racing. Okay, because I gotta like calm down. I gotta go like die. I don't know what else to say. Like when I'm killing enemies, it's hard.
Well,
to
yeah,
do.
Mantle, he upgraded the mini rocket tube, and now he's trying to upgrade the bouncer. As we always say, any bouncer Benjamins in chat.
Yeah, everybody loves the bouncer and how great it is. Listen, it's okay. It's okay. There are much better tools for most jobs in this game. The only reason it even does so much right now is because I'm uncapping the fire rate, which, believe it or not, they patch this in the red label, but they don't patch the mini nukes. So I don't fucking know. It doesn't even lag the game that bad, like not enough to patch it. So I don't know why they would patch the bouncer, but yeah. So if you play on Black Label, you've got a better weapon.
Speaking of bouncing, can I bounce in with a donation?
Sure.
Sure.
Absolutely. We've got a $50 anonymous donation saying, save those children. Also, good luck and great job to all of the runners.
Yeah, so this is train skip, and as you see Manto, he had to kind of remember where he was doing movement, and I guess the bouncer upgraded while he was doing train skip.
You can't skip animations of old weapons in challenge mode, because, yeah, I don't know, it kind of makes sense, but like I don't have like a reason for it. Whoa, chill. She's moving like crazy. Relax. You're not good enough of a boss to do that. Anyway, this is probably one of the hardest things to get into. Like, if you've been looking at this and you're like, I can do that. It's like memorizing like both crystal sections is one of the most daunting tasks to get good at. Period. Like, this is insane levels of gaming, and I mean, like, I'm not trying to gas myself up, but like anybody that even attempts this stuff. Okay, first off, let's break it down. The mapper does not work on Black Label, so in case you were thinking of bringing up your little rinky-dink map and seeing where all the treasure is, it doesn't work. It's not that it doesn't work, they just didn't add it, I don't think. And then they were just like, oh, nobody can find their crystals, let me add a map. But too little, too late for me. Sorry, doing movement. Need to make some grunting sounds to make me go higher. Like, so basically, whenever you do... What was I talking about? What's going on? Where am I?
Talking about the crystal section memorization.
Yeah, crystals. Yeah. So you gotta memorize all the positions of them, and it's like, oh, okay. All right, well, that's not fun. Well, actually, it is fun, and I like doing it a lot. But, like, the problem is that, like, good luck memorizing that. Like, actually good luck. It's so difficult to, like, be like, oh, where do I go? It's like, to the... Ooh, there's no signposts anywhere for anything. No, I'm out of ammo, so I gotta use the Plasma Storm. Which is actually a based weapon. Plasma Storm. You want to hear my weapons tier list? Anybody casual here want to hear like the good weapons in the game? Listen, I'm gonna rip it apart. Okay. Hover Bomb's the best weapon in the game. The Gold Bomb Glove is 2, and then the Shield is the best. We already went over that. And then the Hover Bomb. The Hover Bomb is like ridiculously good, by the way. Oh, that was swag. That is so hard to do, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So you have to land and then press L1 at like the perfect time to get that. But anyway, basically, long story short, Hover Bomb good, Bouncer bad, Seeker okay. The Bouncer's not actually bad, but it's just not that great. It's okay. The Bouncer
You've gotta have the clickbait.
Speed swim. The weapons in this game that are good are not what you would expect, like, at all. Like, casually, okay, the Plasma Storm is, like, amazing. That's the only weapon that it's like, okay, this is good in, like, every application ever. But, like, the Zodiac is good. Bet you didn't see that one coming. But you hate that gun. It's too expensive, you say. I'm really calling out imaginary people in my mind. But anyway... Zodiac is
Speedrunning
good.
Rat 2 Hondo is just people imagining an opinion and getting mad at it.
Yeah, just imagining I'm making up people to get mad at. Give me it. Okay, alright. So now we can start one of the hardest memorization processes the game goes through. This one's actually pretty fun. I do enjoy doing these sequences, in case you're wondering. Like, is it fun to memorize 100 random spots on the map? Absolutely. I love it. But yeah, we're also gonna buy the mods. I let him hit the button by accident. And then you, I love that I love cutscene cutoffs. They're like YouTube poop tier comedy, but they're fun. Basically, you got to get all these crystals, and I got to route my ammo correctly because why would you die unless you can get something good? So we're gonna be death abusing once, and that's to get what's that thing called? The Rhino. So yeah. So that was our goal for like leveling up weapons. There are some planets with like good XP, like Barlow genuinely has some like really nice XP in New Game Plus only for some reason. The XP, okay, so the way the XP works is basically like they just kind of like did whatever the hell they wanted for every planet when they were designing XP. They're kind of just like, oh, this one, make it OP as hell, and then this one, make it suck. Make it suck, make it not even worth going here. It's just like, I don't genuinely understand, like, when we actually got the data, which reflected like pretty similarly like what I was testing, but like when we got the data, it was like, what am I looking at? Like, what are these numbers? They don't make any sense. Like, why would you ever do this? like systems like you saw the thing we did on Dabo earlier, where we got 5-time bolts for like killing an enemy on a level. It's like, what even is that? Why is that in the game? Who knows? But like, you know, this game has been a mess to figure out, to say the least. And trying to like make everything work and understand the wacky systems they chose to make this game even just like function is just like, wow. There's a lot to take in. There's a Visibomb. Did I buy that? No.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, these are crazy sections. There is a lot of things going on. The mini rocket tube you might not think is very good because it's not actually like an amazing weapon, but since they didn't put a fire rate cap on it, or one that's so high that it doesn't even like need to be there, you can just kind of just go nuts with this thing, and even though you burn through ammo really quickly, you get 10 back in New Game Plus, so you can just kind of just like destroy some of the bosses, or I guess these guys are like mini bosses.
Yeah, these sections are, like Manto was saying, they're really cool. Like when you actually get the memorization down, when you optimize them the way that both Manto and Zem have done, because they're basically the only two runners that have really taken Hundo
stuck around.
Yeah,
a lot of people try these categories and are just like, no way I'm fucking around with this, and just like get intimidated by something like a skill point not working or something, and it's just like, we're the only two that are crazy enough to be like, why? Why? And then actually go through with it and figure out why something happens and suffer through with the problems the category has just to have fun though. But this is genuinely my favorite category. I love this game a lot, and it's super sick because this category features a lot of parts of the games that's not in other speedruns, and it's so varied. And at some point, it's just like almost like a category knowledge flex in a way. Like this route has used things from like wrench only, like glitchless, which was a category for some reason. Which, can you even imagine playing this game without glitches? It's impossible. Actually, it literally is. I guarantee you've done some sort of wacky glitch by accident and not even noticed it. And like, I don't know, this game, not a good game for glitchless categories, to say the least. So yeah, I'm calling out the glitchless gang this run as well, too.
The body count just keeps mounting higher and higher.
Body count of
all the call-outs.
I wonder what like Ratchet's body count is throughout this entire run. Like, this really is like a genocide. It's really crazy how like he's like a playful, like colorful like game mascot, and it's like he just like murders everything he meets just for like no reason. Like, are this wildlife
like every species in this desert is extinct.
Yeah, like really, like are these guys really that bad that we have to kill them like all to such a degree? No, the answer is no.
Yeah, come on, man. Just ask the big laser bug politely for his crystal.
I'm
sure I gotta give it to Dr. Cortex, bro.
Crystal, of course.
Crush.
We need Joester to come in and say Crystal Crazy.
Crystal Crazy. He loves saying that. He really does.
Yeah, like funny, but I'd watch him do attempts every time, like almost every time.
Joester, don't say the Cortex Lines challenge, Impossible Edition. Like, I love Joester, by the way. This is a playful jab.
Joester's the homie.
Joester is insane at speedruns, and he's also a super nice guy. So,
hell yeah.
He just loves saying Cortex Lines. Also, 420 swag. That's not intentional. That's just how the route works. Okay. Okay. So now we get the Rhino 2, which some people apparently don't like for some reason or another. I don't know how you can even play the mental gymnastics to think this thing sucks or like anything negative about this thing. But this is probably one of the most, I don't know, 1,000,000 volts for this is a highway robbery, my dude. Like this thing is insane, and it's really fun to use. So you can see me just like swagging out and just like balling out just for fun. and just like doing flips and stuff as I kill them. I don't know. It's just so good. It's so good. It's so good. It also gives like what 20 ammo per crate drop. In the first game, they didn't even let you get like ammo from crates, and then they're just in this game they're just like, oh yeah, you can get like more than ammo from crates. You can get like a whole restock, and it's like, wow, you know, it's just nuts. This weapon is nuts. So one shots all the crystals, and then all the little eye guys are just like not even worth fighting. It makes every boss pretty much a joke. It's really good, but it's not the best. It's not the best. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's better guys than the Rhino. That's
Rhino 2 best Rhino though.
No, the Harbinger, if you count it, is my favorite Rhino. And not gonna lie, the Rift Apart Rhino, that's not even like a balanced weapon. Like you can't even like look at me in the face and be like, yeah, that's fair. There's like this, it's like, okay, I can still see someone like dying with this at least, you know.
It's funny because like as a kid when I played like Up Your Arsenal, and like it sucks because like when you upgrade the Rhino to V5, I feel like it just becomes worse. I was like, why did they make this worse?
Yeah, size matters. Based as hell game, right, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What pretty much has the Rhino from that game, but just they actually like stick to that design, and it makes like the most overpowered weapon in the game. In probably the series. That is probably unironically the best Rhino. The size matters Rhino. Kills every boss. It kills everything in swarms. It's way stronger than like the plasma coil in terms of like damage overall. It's just like how. But I don't know, this one's really fun. I like this a lot.
Heck yeah. Rhino 2, I always just liked the Rhino 2 as a kid. Like when I first like bought it myself, I felt so like accomplished because I actually, especially like because I had Game Shark as a kid, but like when I did it legitly with no Game Shark, I was like, wow, this is awesome. And then you just basically when you have the Rhino 2, you just own the game. Like you own the rest of the game.
Dude, I remember as a kid I was really sad because I bought the Zodiac first and I was like, no, because I was on like Eranos and there's not a lot of like rooms with enemies there, and I was like, no. And then I like, I was nerd, and then I was like, come on, I need to throw one in there.
I knew that would sneak in.
Yeah. But like, of course, like the Zodiac's like good, but it's not like god tier, like compared to the Rhino 2.
Yeah.
Die, thanks.
I mean, you could be HS Blue, and I convinced him to buy the Clank Zapper for.
No, I did that.
We were like working together. We were like, convince him the Clank Zapper is really good.
Are you golded?
Yeah, I golded that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, the Tabora is a crazy segment. You do a lot of things. You shoot a lot of guys.
I hope you all enjoyed the preview of the Mantodea podcast.
Yeah. And now back to real levels. This is probably unironically my least favorite routed level in the game. It's not like there's anything really wrong with it. I just really hate the trick. It's not even hard. It's just like, it's just like, it's cool and everything. You know, it's just like doing it is not fun. Like I don't have fun doing it. It's one of the only levels I'm like, I need to find something new. So you go over here and you go to this little corner. And you throw a decoy down. Then you gotta swing through this wall, and it's just like, work, please. I hate this angle. It's just like the worst. Scotto's watching, and he's like, more left, and I'm like, I don't care. I hate it.
Yeah, they do this clip in any percent, and Scotto
I can
like
do it in any percent. I don't know what it is. Like when I don't have Clank, I don't feel it. Like I don't get it. But like it's much worse with charge boots because like if you blind it, sometimes Ratchet will just bonk, and then he'll bonk backwards because the camera will flip around, and then you'll just die, and you'll just be like, wow, that was fun. But yeah, normally in NG Plus we do a different strat, but we don't have the turret. The turret? I hate that word, but like regardless. Anyway, I'm about to make you really upset if you ever played this game casually. Yeah, so if you ever played this game casually, that's probably the biggest middle finger I could give you. Like that is one of the most like whenever anybody does that, they're like, oh my god, finally. But like you just do a side flip there and get it, bro. Just don't
We don't need the glider.
We don't need no glider. We don't need nothing, bro. We just need our charge boots, our decoy glove, maybe Clank, and that's about it.
Oh. Everyone's saying levitator this, glider that. I just want a grill.
I just want to go.
I just want to. I don't have a good way to segment this into a Ratchet and Clank joke. We've made enough of those.
Honestly, man, we're just kind of chilling at this point.
Okay, all right. So we got to do this level again, just for story progression, but also a little bit of bolt routing. We just toss a little nuke. You know, we like to keep things spicy, and then we got another nuke just for free, for no reason, even though we're not going to use it. Let me leave. Just get some quick money, quick cash. You can see how much of the nuke just like makes the bolt route really easy and really fun. And now Tadano, which is a 5-minute planet now, and it's actually pretty sick. It's just I also like have trouble doing this planet because it is very frustrating because Fizzwidget he's just the worst. Also, I'm gonna fix my quick select for a second.
Basically, it's of you not calling the planet Tando.
Yeah. Oh, did I call it Tando?
Yeah, you said Tadano.
Yeah, you called it Tadano.
Did I call it Tadano?
Yeah, you said Tadano.
Dang, dude, my casual brain's on right now. Yeah, we call it Tando because somebody on YouTube, like 10 years ago, made a video called Glitching on Tando, and it's just like a really fun way to say the planet name, so it's all stuck. And he's super like cool about it too. Like, he actually is still active in the community, which is bizarre. But like nearly 9 years ago, yeah, he still participates in like some Ratchet and Clank stuff related to like modding the game. But yeah, so this is the protect the civilian skill point, which is sometimes really frustrating because the game just kind of makes its own rules sometimes. So squirrels fall from the trees, which you want to like zap them with the shield and then hit them with the Rhino. But sometimes the squirrels just get up after you kill them and then you can't shoot them and then they just kill the civilians, and it's like, what? And we don't know why it happens, but it does. It's never happened to me personally, but I've seen it happen to a few other people. I remember Plecto was running it and it failed for him and he just was like, nope, he turned off the game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so now there's no more protection around. I'm actually going to take this little downtime to swap headphone ears because my ear hurts from these. Okay, I went on Reddit, right? And I was like, give me like I looked up like r/audiophile or something. And I was looking at like their cheap headphone recommendations. And while these sound very nice and all and are like really cheap and pretty good, probably the most uncomfortable thing I've ever put in my ear, period. So shout out to Reddit recommendations and trusting that. Anyway, we're gonna do the same damn proxy again, but not die. And basically, oh no. Okay, all right, we're good. Only a little heart attack.
Good backup.
That gave me like the shakes. Anyway, so the tour is still happening, and we want to pretty much make it so that we can do something during the tour. So we like are filling our auto scroller time pretty much, and then
tour to Tando.
Yeah, tour to Tando. And then I clip through this wall here, if it lets me, if it feels nice. Oh, it did. And then I grab the bolt early, and then he's going to open the door, and I'm going to leave through that door.
That wall clip was actually like a really old APB strat back in the day.
Yeah, that's how I figured it out.
That's so crazy.
But did I get the skill point?
You got it, yeah, you got the skill point.
Okay, cool. Yeah, congratulations. What? Why am I here? Okay. I've seen this happen once or twice, but it's never happened to me, but sure. Just spawned in the wrong location for some reason, which saves you time, but like, okay. And then I'm going to be wall climbing up here, doing it out of bounds, doing a side flip, landing in this area over here meant to hide a platinum bolt. And then this guy's going to come over and try and kill me, but I'm going to shoot him with my gun. And then I trade the toilet doll to the nerd, and then I do a proxy up this mountain here, and I grab this out-of-bounds nanotech, and then I'm gonna go inside and farm some XP for a minute. So yeah.
All 2 full frontal assault fans were like popping off for the like 1.5 seconds he was on screen.
2? A little generous, don't you think?
It's best to overestimate. You know how it is. I added 2.
Someone was watching like, hey, I like it!
Multiplayer.
I've never played it. I haven't played some of them. This is actually like really good XP, by the way. This little like room. a lot of people always, when they watch, they go, route it out, but like it's actually like really good XP. Like you'd be surprised how good this is. More yelling at people that aren't here and don't exist. But yeah, then we fall into like the longest pit in the game, and then, which looks bizarre. But then, okay, so this looks probably really strange to you, and you're like, "What are you doing?" But like, okay, so I found this was the first thing I ever found in the game. I just did the level out of order for some reason, and then I pressed circle when I finished, and I was like, "Oh, there's just like invisible squirrels if you do the level in a specific order," and they actually contribute. You may be like, why are you doing this? It's like, boom, you get a skill point. That's why. And it saves some time. I don't know how much, but like, yeah. So that's like a bizarre one where it's like, if you do the level in a weird order, invisible squirrels spawn, which give you a skill point. It's like, how did you figure that out? It's like, I don't fucking know. I have no clue.
Also, I just want to point out, I got a DM from a friend after that free-for-all comment, and they're like, don't at me. I will die on this hill. So we got one.
We found them. This is the only all-for-one guy. He took personal offense to that. Anyway, more XP stuff here. I can just kind of juke most of the enemies now because no longer scared of enemies due to having like the ultimate weapon. Okay, so got some ammo. Yeah, and then we're gonna do something kind of weird. So we're gonna use the Synthenoids here, which kick an enemy off the ground. Kick an enemy off the ledge, which makes so the Synthenoid gets a ton of XP, which lets us almost finally finish using the Synthenoids with minimally using the Synthenoids, because geez, leveling up these things is so frustrating because they do such little damage and they're just so annoying. And now the final Clank section of the run. Ooh. I'm gonna go for the skip. I think I can.
Just cool try it once. Just try it once. If you get it, cool. You know. Yeah, Mansa's gonna go for the really precise.
I got it. No,
really?
That wasn't it. I'm kidding. I want to see if I could bait someone in chat to think that was it. Because it looks like it's it. No, I didn't get it. It's fine. And if you don't get it, it's like, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, you perfectly just did the normal strat anyway.
Yeah, so time loss percentage, 0%. I'm gonna fail a skip later. Time loss percentage, 100%. Oh, great. Yep.
No, you made him stuck. Yeah, this can actually happen even without attempting this. Like we were talking about earlier in the run on Endako, where one of the gadget bots got stuck. It can happen with the hammer bot too. It's like really. It'll happen like one run every.
It's because when I was going for the skip when I was in the air, I didn't tell him to follow, which normally prevents that.
That too.
It's not like it consistently prevents him. Like it just prevents that happening, and thing just kind of happens like 1 in a million. It's just kind of like.
I said like 1 every 100 runs or so.
I'm sorry, this Clank section is boring you, Duolingo.
I'm just tired. I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn.
What time is it for you?
It's only 10:24. It's not even.
Oh my gosh! What time do you go to bed at?
It's late because it's summer vacation. For another 4 weeks.
Well, I hope it's not soon because we still got some Ratchet 2 to play.
Oh no, I'm not going to play anytime soon.
Anyway, so more XP, and then do I have enough? Yeah, I do. I want to buy shields, so let's just get it out of the way now. Buy. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna do this. We're just gonna go. It's gonna kill off 2, right? Yeah, 2. And then we have our upgraded Synthenoids, and we never have to use these things ever again because they are the worst gun ever made. And the only annoying thing is that they give me kind of like vertigo when they're on the screen when I'm in first person, because like it's kind of appear. They also ruin a skip here. Normally you can proxy off that spider bot, but because they're here, they'll just shoot at the spider bot before I even get to do the skip. So they're even less than worthless. They're actually a detriment to our run. I'm gonna do some like wall climbing out of bounds here to get on top of the wing of the ship, which for some reason has collision. I just wanted to say like everything in this game has collision, by the way, just because it was just the way they had to make the game for like things like the Visibomb to work. They had to pretty much make it so that like every model has collision. And so even though like it looks like a graphically intensive game, they were just like, yeah, let's just make everything like have collision and like it'll be nice. Nobody will ever take advantage of this. And then you know, years later, the domino like butterfly effect happened, where just like, oh, it's like, oh, you left this one little piece of terrain open. Just kidding. Now I can climb on it and skip the entire level. So now we are heading to Gorn, and then after Gorn, we are going to what's that planet called? Snivelak. And then we're doing.
And we also have Clank again. We have Clank now.
Yeah, we got Clank again. I reloaded after I got him. And that means I get to keep Clank, and Clank is actually Clank. Clank is actually insanely useful for quite a few skips. And somebody a few days ago was just like, "Just don't get him, dude. He's probably not even that fast." I was like, "Bro, you don't know, bro. You don't know. He's fast, bro. I promise."
You guys got a few moments to talk about the charity that we're raising money towards?
Absolutely.
Lovely. All right. So, with 25,000 dedicated staff all over the world, Save the Children responds to major emergencies, delivering innovative programs and ensuring children's voices are heard throughout our campaigning to build a better future for and with children. And did you guys know that if you donate at least $1 can provide a children with treatment against diarrhea, one of the top killers of children under the age of 5 globally, or help treat 4 children against pneumonia, the single largest cause of death in children worldwide. And for $50, you can actually keep 10 out of school children from going hungry during a pandemic. So any amount raised will go to an amazing cause. Any kind of support that you guys can give will be just amazing, saving so many children across the world. And thank you to everyone who has donated so far. Did you know that we're actually getting very close to our total for ESA Winter 2018? Now, for ESA Winter 2018, we actually raised $22,611, and we're currently sitting at $21,283. So I think if we could get some donations to get ourselves up to above the total from ESA Winter 2018, can we do it, chat?
I think we can do it.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
We can.
Another XP funneling thing here. Basically, I wound the tanks, which is an odd word choice, but can you think of a better word? Anyway, yeah, so once I kill the tanks, I get their XP, and I put it into the hover bomb gun, which the hover bomb gun takes a lot of XP to get, but it's worth it, I promise. And then we get to fight this guy again. Oh my god, this guy.
Poking to the sequel.
Yeah, poking to the sequel, now it's Squeakle. Now we gotta use the Rhino to kill him. Yo, chill! And so, yeah, he's hit me hard, bro.
Also, Manto bought the Carbonux armor, which is the most powerful armor in the game. So now,
the series,
yeah. Yeah, and you need this for 100%. You need this.
Yeah, it's a required.
Oh, you did the twirly again.
Dude, I've been doing twirlies all day.
Nice. Yeah,
And,
so poking with the Rhinos, it does way more damage than the Lancer, of course, way more.
Actually, you'd be surprised.
Oh, really?
And you die. It just did it does the Lancer has a weird property where it just does so much damage on this specific boss. What planet do I even go to? Oh my god. Yeah,
right?
Daco.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so that was Snivelak. That boss is pretty easy to kill if you get the setup, but getting the setup's the hard part. I'm trying to drink every potion for the buff of the fight, I guess, and trying to go through all my waters. This is Daco now. The bosses in NG Plus are actually like legitimately worth fighting because they give a decent amount of XP. But so I'll be that's not where I was aiming. If you need a oh my goodness, if you need some good XP, you can funnel some stuff and you can skip using weapons like pretty much entirely. And one of them I don't want to use is the turrets, another weapon that auto fires for you. And as you can imagine, auto firing weapons don't fare very well against certain things, and aren't really great for like funneling and using efficiently. So the turrets aren't very good in general, so I don't want to use them much. I'm going to be doing a new skip, somewhat new. I found this on emulator, just messing around, but yeah, there we go. You do the side flip from above there, which gets you into the nanotech room, and then once we're in the nanotech room, you can leave the nanotech room. And basically what that does is that skips the infiltrator by, so we can go to Joba whenever we want. A good thing about skipping a lot of the gadgets is that even though we have to go to all the planets, we can kind of go to them in like whatever order we want. So we can do a lot of cool stuff with like, I'm not going there now, I'm gonna visit there in like 30 minutes. And then that makes like things faster, because like what if I want to like get more money and then get bolts, and then you know, come back with my riches, and then kill like bosses with certain weapons. Another one of those things where like an enemy gets knocked back by your weapon from like the first hit, and makes it so that you can skip a decent amount of grinding for the weapon and a decent amount of damage. I'm clipping with the decoy and holding strafe in a pretty much a diagonal left angle, which makes it so that I can like walk through some of the clips, and it's pretty effective for clipping. Every clip, if you're going to be trying something like this at home, is kind of different, and on PS3 that's literally the most effective method. So like if you're a PS3 gamer, which listen, you should be playing Ouya Rack 1, but if you're playing Rack 2 for some reason or another, yeah, make sure you do what I do on those clips. But yeah, we're good to go. We don't need to hit the vendor or anything. I'm looking for... Okay, so let me explain how like the XP bar works. Also, this trash can just matrixed me for no reason. What is that thing called? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the XP bar. Sorry I like lose my train of thought a lot. Just fucking can't think when I'm playing this game. Basically, the XP bar works like this. Each bend is like, the hump of the bend is 25%. First one. And then the line, like going the diagonal line, like the second part of it, is another 25. And then past the bend is 75. And then the last bit is another 25. And while that might not like make much sense, basically the bar is really strange. So like the midway point is about halfway full, to explain it in the best way I can. I don't think I did a good job of explaining it, because that did not make sense to me once I like thought about what I said. Basically, midway point's 50%. How about that? That works really easy. Scrap that whole explanation.
Today we learned 50% corresponds to half.
Yeah. Write that down. Oh, they're not invisible.
Oh, you didn't get the invisible laser blades.
Yeah, these guys can just spawn in invisible. It happens way more than not. So, I also got the skill point, so I'm good.
Yeah.
The final thing I need to do for XP is kill these 6 enemies that come out of here. So I just wait. It's really fun. It's really good. You know, he just dies. And then this boss fight is just me making sure I hopefully do not like kill him. Where's my rocket? Okay, that's good.
ambient turret noise.
Yeah, there we go. I got it. That is scary because sometimes the turret's just like, nah, I don't really feel like leveling up, and it just does not. Like even though you can kill him, if I charge in that trigger directly, the game will just crash. So it's really fun. It won't always crash, but you have a very high probability. Like I've crashed there like 5 times, so just avoid it. It's that simple.
Do we have some time for some donations?
Sure.
Lovely. We have got an anonymous $35 donation. No comment, but it does go towards the Legend of Spyro, the Eternal Night, any percent difficulty bid war with the difficulty choice of Dark. So $35 goes towards that. And we also have a $25 from Banana Bread. No comment, but thank you so much for the donation.
Awesome.
All right.
Oh yeah.
We are on to our second weapon-based level massacre skill point, as they call it. This is old school, which works very similar to our Joba skill point, except this enemy does not like me at all. The gist of this skill point, I gotta look up, just make sure no one's floating above, because sometimes the elevator can actually like bring an enemy up with it if it goes up. It's hard to explain. So like if an enemy's on the same level as you, or if it's close enough to the elevator, it'll just start to float up with you. Mainly enemies that can fly. Like you won't see like these little Lego figurines, as I call them.
Bionicles.
Yeah, they do look like Bionicles. Like the Bionicles won't come up with you, but the blade balls, since they fly, they do. I keep calling them Lego figurines, but I totally mean Bionicles. Like, that's actually what I mean. I mean, they are Lego figurines, but like, there's a better word for it, man.
They're called blade balls. I always call them buzz balls for some reason.
They're blade balls.
I'm just dumb then.
You're not dumb. I don't even know if they're called that. I just like calling them that.
I think blade ball sounds cooler.
Yeah, I always thought that was like a cool name for them, so I named them that. I used to call those chicken bots, but like they have like official like Monsterpedia, and you can read like what the name. I saw the Smash announcer in me came out for a second. Monsterpedia. But the little guys, they're called chicken bots. They're actually called like chicken bots. I was like, oh, okay. Just making that shit up.
Yeah. Good
I'm pretty sure there's like I used to. You know what I actually call these guys normally? I call them Dabo troopers. Even though they're on like multiple levels, it's just like they start on.
Yeah, I call Dabo Trooper sounds pretty appropriate.
Yeah, even on Yeetle, they're like, they're still Dabo Troopers.
They're on loan.
Yeah, old school is such a really like unique skill point, but I mean, again, like Mento was saying, you can only use weapons from Rack 1s like Bomb Glove, Visible Wall, Eco Glove.
Yeah, Bomb Glove. That's about it. That's all you need.
Yeah, Bomb Glove, Bomb Glove, and Bomb Glove. So.
Yeah, the gold Bomb Glove is just way overtuned. It's like easily one of the best weapons in the game, especially like cost effectiveness wise. It's like, oh, this gun's like, gotta make sure there's no little guys walking around. Cost effectiveness wise, this gun is like
the El Cheapo of Rack 2 weapons.
Yeah, this thing is 2,000 bolts and does this, and it has 60 ammo, and it's just like, all right, well this wasn't really like thought in any terms of balance, huh?
Nope, it is not.
Yo, can you chill, man? Like, stop ladder camping me.
Ladder camping.
Okay, anyway, here's a little weird glitch. You'll notice that I skip 2 enemies if you're astute. You can see them down there, but I still get the skill point because they don't count for some reason. Just kind of figured that out by accident. It wasn't by accident, actually. I just, did it one day. It's just like, I wonder if, like, okay, you know what? Some things just don't need to be explained. Game sucks. Let's move on, okay?
Finally, the based explanation.
Extremely based.
I didn't get to explain this last time, but if you're wondering anything about this fight, basically every move you do stuns this guy minus the missiles, and the missiles eat away at his iframes. The eat away is his iframes, and they basically make it so that you can just infinitely jump on his head over and over and over and over and over again. And it's super duper simple to pretty much destroy this fight. You just gotta very gently press X. If you hold X, it's kind of weird. So the way like jumping works in this is essentially you get a jump, and then you get like a boost meter. It doesn't sound like it makes any sense, but like if I showed you like me messing around with it, hold on here. Oh, I can't like mess around with it at all, but there I am in the cutscene flying away. But basically, what you can do is you can jump, and then like as you're falling, you can press X again, and Clank will like jump a little higher. Like it's almost like a boost meter. So it's not just holding it, you can also like let go and do other things with it. It's really just a bizarre mechanic. Now we're just gonna go back to our ship. It's normally we reload, but it's faster since we have charge boots to just make a route all the way back to the ship and head our way down to Joba.
That was some sick movement.
Yeah, I golded it.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
This is like a really good run, though. This is a really good run.
It's good, but I got pretty screwed on RNG.
Yeah.
I'm plus 2 minutes on my PB, and if I have a good Grelbin, I actually can PB, believe it or not.
Wow.
So, not going to put any pressure on myself, because it's not a big deal, but, you know.
Just
that
play
would
the
be
game.
an amazing run to go against. Yeah, save 2 minutes in the early game. Yes, please. Yes, please. So maybe, like, this will just be the red pill for never reset a run. Or maybe it's the blue pill for reset every run.
The blue pill for resetting. Oh my god. Yeah, so coming up, sorry, did you want me to explain?
Oh yeah, can you remind me about birds in like 10 seconds?
Yeah.
You know when they are, right?
Yeah, like right before the turret. Right?
Yeah, kinda. After this turret section.
Okay. Yeah, so coming up, Manta's going to be doing the Joba Arena section, which has the Impossible Challenge, which is a really long, like 60-plus round event, and it gives him a skill point. So we need this, and we'll also get some money from doing Joba, but we need to mainly do the arena for the skill point. And Manta's also going to be getting another skill point on the way by sniping several birds in Joba, which is coming up in like a few seconds.
I don't know why that offended me so much. It wasn't even a big deal. Just as like
What?
really offended by what wall bounce.
The wall bounce. I was confused about what you said.
I love looking at the birds through a sniper scope. I don't know what's so funny about them. Like
they're just vibing.
They're so goofy looking.
yeah, I know. I love the enemy design in this game. Actually,
This really is, in my opinion, the best Ratchet game on PS2.
and what's the best on PS3?
Todd.
Whoa, horrible take.
Hey man, that was the reason why I got a PS3 in 2007.
I don't know why I'm killing anything more like with the Rhino. Like enough. We don't need to do that anymore.
Enough.
Enough.
Yeah, so instead of doing the swing shot proxy, you can just wall climb this. It's faster because of the route we do compared to doing swing shot proxy. And then we're actually, instead of skipping the levitator in NG+, we are actually going to be buying it because we actually do need the levitator for Smog later on, because the last platinum bolt on Smog, you can technically get it without the levitator, but like it requires frame perfect midair charges and also
6 of them. 6
Yes.
frame perfect 1/60th of a second midair charges, and someone's like, "Yeah, okay, I could do that RTI." It's like, no.
Yeah. You also
No.
need it for this bolt too, because this bolt you get it with the levitator, and then we're actually gonna be doing a really cool set of movement after this bolt. So after this bolt, Manta's gonna do movement onto this like tree right here. He's gonna do a proxy and then to a high jump, and then to do a charge to get over to the arena entrance, which is I like that movement a lot.
Yeah, I like a lot of like Hundo. Like never feels like it takes away something like super cool. It's always like, all right, this substitute kind of quirky though.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we're gonna be doing just arena challenges. We
this
also
is
okay.
this is a wonderful time for donations at any. At any point. Sorry, that's like disgusting, and I should not be doing that. But like, I physically like am not ready for it when it comes. So I'm sorry. I know it's inappropriate, but like, bro, come on, dude, what is this luck? Please, oh my gosh. But like, yeah, like anytime you want to poke in for donations, like literally go at it.
No problem. I can talk a little bit more about the charity again that we are raising money towards. So again, ESA Summer 21 is in support of Save the Children. Save the Children's bold ambition builds on 100 years' experience of bringing communities, civil society, governments, businesses, and donors together to achieve lasting change for children. They are transforming the way emergency care is delivered, putting a world-class team of health professionals to work for children anywhere in the world within 72 hours. They have created more safe spaces in the US and around the world for children in emergencies than any other humanitarian organization. When a disaster strikes, these safe spaces can provide children with protected areas where they participate in organized activities to play, socialize, learn, and express themselves as they rebuild their lives. And we are still raising money towards some of the bid incentives. So again, the Primal Light bid incentive for the hardcore difficulty to upgrade the difficulty for Vert 505 from relaxed to hardcore is needing that $500 mark. We're currently at $148. If we can get a $5 hype train towards meeting that goal, that would be marvelous.
All right.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
Get those donations in. This is a great charity marathon. I just want to say shout outs to all the charity marathons that speedrunning creates. Like, it's insane like how much money like us gamers are able to raise for good causes. It's really, really sick. Like, no joke.
That's real.
Yeah, so yeah, like the arena section, I mean, this is like what Manto's saying, is the other only downtime of the run other than Barlow. But I mean, it goes by fairly quickly. I mean, there's still a lot of cool stuff happening. We did also get the gravity boots, which, fun fact, and this only happens with the Carbonox armor. So there's going to be some sections later on in the run where Manto uses, it'll equip the gravity boots automatically because of the gravity boots. Yeah, and the grind boots. And so when this happens, and again, this is only with Carbonox armor, Manto has to manually re-equip the charge boots. It's a small little annoying gimmick, but it's not like super bad. But yeah, you'll see it a few times with, again, both the gravity boots and the grind boots. And this is only an issue with the Carbonox armor. Any other armor doesn't do this. So that's why Electro Steel armor is the best armor. Don't at me. I'm a big Electro Steel fan myself. Yeah,
I got a few things more to add to it. Any skins also do it, and if you want to know the reason why that happens, it's because the charge boots aren't modeled onto Ratchet when he uses them. So if you see whenever I use a skin, or if I use like Ratchet, like Carbonox here, when I charge boot, the charge boots don't appear. And that's why you have to swap them each time. If there's actually a glitch on the PS3 version that you can manually enable that, it is a glitch. So like, it's not like cheating or anything. But yeah, you can re-enable like charge boot and helmet on the skin, right? And that actually fixes the issue, so you don't have to worry about it.
That's really funny.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the wrench only challenge, and you'll notice we don't have the upgraded wrench, which kind of stinks, but like the main thing here is that we want to be knocking enemies off. Oh, you saw it! You saw it! Get in the lava. And yeah, basically certain enemies take like a lot of knockback, like these little blue spiders like take like an unbelievable amount of knockback, but like other enemies do not. These are weird. These are like you gotta play like billiards with. If they hit into another enemy, they die instantly. Whereas if they don't, they take like 3 hits. So there's like micro optimizations here. One other thing to note is that we buy 1 mega weapon in the run, and that is the yellow shield, because it makes it so that you pretty much, it's an anti-bonk prevention measure is the easiest way to describe why we buy it and how we buy it. it makes it so that the little like goblin enemies, like the spiders and the buzz blades and stuff that like don't like kill us. I mean, don't pretty much. Okay, so if you have a weak weapon, it'll apply knockback but not kill the enemy, right? If you have a strong weapon, it'll either insta-kill the enemy and not apply knockback, or apply knockback and kill the enemy. In the case of the shield, little grunt enemies have perfectly enough health to get one-shot by it, so it makes little grunt enemies really easy to kill. If you have a weak, like, orange shield during this segment of the run, the enemies will walk up to you and then get hit by the shield, and then the knockback is so strong it'll clip them out of bounds, and then you'll have to wait 30 seconds. It's really fun. So, yeah, it stinks. But yeah, the yellow shield is actually pretty strong. At least I call it the yellow shield. It's like the mega shield. Pretty fun thing to do, and this is like this like cylinder area up here actually has moon gravity, believe it or not. So they were gonna make it a magnet pad, like so that Ratchet could walk around like a magnet pad, and they did. And like in the betas, you can actually go see like Ratchet walks around and he can only jump. But like since it's moon gravity, you can still like long jump and stuff. And you can even do like tech in there that you can only do on the spherical moons to do some cool stuff. But sadly, nothing cool enough to warrant like a skip or anything like serious. If you're wondering if we could like deload the arena or something crazy by clipping out of bounds, no, that doesn't work, sadly. This game does not do anything deload, kind of like Jack and Daxter does. You know how like Jack, you can just like, if you know anything about like Jack speedrunning, you can just like deload an enemy by like entering different areas and stuff, and it's like, it doesn't exactly work like this in this game. Also, I'm getting the glitch right now where just a blade ball is just clipped out of bounds and I gotta wait for him. There he is. That happens with the Rhino specifically. Basically, the Rhino has like a lot of a knockback value. Also, one more thing, I can just kind of wait here for a minute or two. It doesn't actually matter. And then if I get on the pad, I don't actually lose any time because it waits till the lava fills up in order to spawn the enemies. So I can just kind of ball out, it doesn't matter. So you can take your time there. I used to think that wasn't a thing and it would actually kill my runs, because if you remember on Smolg, how we used the decoy to like redirect the jump pad, that also works here, but it's even easier to do because if you carry with any speed, the game auto jumps you. And so it'll just fling you out of the map and you're pretty much dead. There's no easy way to get around it. But yeah. So this is 60 rounds. We do have to wait a while. I apologize for downtime. Maybe if you don't like it, you can find a skip for it, huh? You can find a skip for it. But yeah, this is a it's downtime, but at least it's downtime where I feel like I can optimize something. Whereas like the bike races are just like such micro optimization garbage. It's like, who cares? Whereas this, it's like, well, I can fly around to the enemies if I use the charge boots and stuff. And also like I directly spawn the enemies with my FOV, or you know, LOS. What is what I meant to say? But yeah, nothing super crazy. Anybody have anything they want to talk about? Commentator, I don't know if, or caster, I don't know if you have anything else you wanted to say. Any donations?
I can plug the few one of the other incentives that is still needing to be met. Well, not met, but you can choose the difficulty choice for the Legend of Spyro, the Eternal Night. Now you can choose between easy and dark difficulty for the run. Currently in the lead with $75 is the dark difficulty, so that's going to be super interesting to watch. But don't forget as well that your donations actually goes towards some prizes and the raffles that we're providing thanks to our friends at ViewSonic as well. If you do a minimum donation of $25, you'll be in with the running to win a ViewSonic Elite XG270, estimated value of $200, and for $35 a minimum donation, you can win a ViewSonic Elite monitor, the VX2705 2KP, and these are amazing monitors as well. So thank you again to ViewSonic for for providing these monitors. And these donations are cumulative as well. So if you donate $5 like during one point of the marathon, maybe another 5 at one point, maybe another 10 or 15, then they all stack towards together, and you'll be able to win be in part of the raffle for it. So might as well win some prizes, because don't forget, at the $50 mark, the infamous and non-existent but existent Sony PlayStation 5 with the nice sequel aspect of Ratchet and Clank for the Rift Apart, you can win for a minimum donation of $50.
All right.
Get your donations in. Get a Schrodinger's game console.
Yeah, the console that exists but also does not exist.
Yeah.
I'd like to tell you guys how I got my PS5 real quick. We actually have some downtime, so it's fine. I had to like be taught like by like an ancient wizard on how to get that shit. I don't even remember where I heard the information from, but the guy was just like, if you ever get a PS5 into the cart, you spam that shit until it gets into like it's checked out. Once you have it in your cart, that shit is yours. If you give up, you won't get it. But you want to keep spamming that until it goes through, and eventually you will keep it. And I kid you not, I must have solved like 40 capatches. Like, it was so stupid. It was like, I could not like just get a PS5, but you have to, I had to solve like riddles. It was horrible.
Here's my pro strat, how I'm going to play Rift Apart. It goes like this. Hey Michael, how you doing? Oh, hey Dan, I'm good. Oh, nice. Been enjoying the PS5? Yeah, man. Hey, I'm not using it right now. You want to use it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna borrow it. I like my PS5 though. I like having the backwards compatibility a lot. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I did want to say something before I forget this. About like XP and multiplier of this place. Because there are some like interesting aspects of this. All right, so basically, if you've noticed anything, my XP isn't going up like at all. Basically, the XP is not only low for like new game, but they just did not update it new game plus or challenge mode. So you're getting what is essentially new game XP, which is insanely low. And then to top that off, the bolt multiplier doesn't work in these settings. I don't exactly know how it works, but basically you only get like a ×2x every once in a while if the game's feeling generous or something. I don't know. But yeah, basically the multiplier doesn't work. Also, I did want to say, if you're still living in the pipe dream world, the multiplier does not indeed actually give you ×20 bolts at all, actually. And actually sometimes it doesn't even affect what you get, like, period. And I'm not talking like, oh, of course, the challenges, but like the multiplier doesn't even care like about like, what is it, like certain boxes and certain like breakables rewards. They only care about like enemies and unique boxes or something. I don't really exactly understand which and where. I just know where certain things work and where they don't. It's specific to my route. Anyway, yeah, so the multiplier, I'm pretty sure, is like actually like a 4 times when it hits 20. I don't exactly know. It might even just be a 5 times. But yeah, it also doesn't work with that trick that let me 5 times my bolts. That's unique, and that specifically makes things 5 times. So in New Game Plus, it's actually a hindrance. So great, wonderful to know.
We're actually rounding the corner on the Impossible Challenge.
Yeah, we're almost done. We're now fight the final boss of this. Just when you thought like anybody trying to do this casually finally got there, like, oh geez, it's over, and then they pull out a last minute like, hello, the boss is here.
I hate this thing.
I love this boss actually.
It's kind of creative how they did it.
I like this boss because if you were playing optimally, especially like PS3, you can do a bunch of cool stuff with it. It's just I only have the Rhino, so it's kind of just like,
this boss just reminds me when I was a kid and I just sucked at the game, so I just carried like through this entire thing with the Rhino, and then this guy shows up. And it's just like, tedious as hell.
Yeah. Reminds me of Volvagia from Ocarina of Time.
Who?
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm literally like, I'm not a Nintendo guy, like pretty much at all. So
You're
like,
good,
if you
man.
ever make like a, but do you remember this like Zelda boss? It's like no, I don't, not one bit.
All right, cool backtrack movement, by the way.
Yeah. So this is backtrack.
Awesome movement. This actually skips an infiltrator puzzle.
Ratchet hit his head.
Oh no! But still faster than because you get the infiltrator from the Joba arena, but you skip doing that puzzle and then it skips also taking the taxi. Because I think if you try reloading, I think it doesn't work, right?
No, you have to shortcut.
Yeah. Okay, so small.
You could do the puzzle and then reload if you wanted to.
Okay. This is probably one of the hardest plants in APB, but like Manto makes it look way easier in Hundo, to be honest. But
yeah, this is not that bad. This planet has a global cycle, which, well, it's local actually. It just plays during like cutscenes and stuff. Can I just like focus actually?
yeah, focus done.
Feel free to talk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Manto basically like so there's a local train cycle. Actually, so that we used to catch an old train cycle, but Manto and a few others found another train cycle you could catch, and basically Manto's on like he's on very tight timing on getting the coordinates and then getting the bolt in the warehouse and then doing backtrack movement from the bolt in the warehouse, getting back to the ship, and then doing a swing shot proxy, which also Manto found that one. And if he doesn't get it, so the train should be there if he gets the cycle correctly. However, if he doesn't catch the train, there's two backups he can do. He can either do just a gliding on the thruster pack to the very end, which is pretty slow, but it's still faster than doing the old route. And then also he could try to get a frame perfect midair charge out of the swing shot, which is really hard. But we'll see what happens.
Should I go for the low height proxy?
Nah, I
don't
would
know
go.
if I can make the cycle. We'll have to see.
I think you can make it. You should be able to make it.
Am I good enough to make it?
Yeah, that's plenty of. Yeah.
No.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Yeah. I got kind of screwed there.
Ah, dang.
I needed to like charge off the top, but I knew I was gonna bonk if I didn't.
Yeah.
So now I gotta hit a frame perfect charge.
Yeah, either he hits the frame perfect charge or he glides all the way, which again, it's either or is faster than the old route. That was just rather unfortunate. Like Manto could have caught the cycle, but
Yeah, I got screwed on the rail.
yeah. We'll try to get the midair charge.
Nah.
So he's gonna have to glide to the very end, which this again it looks slow, but this is actually even this was faster than the old route, which is hilarious. So yeah.
Yeah. I found this and I was just like, geez, I bet this is faster than the old route, because we used to catch a different train, like you can see in the background. Those trains are not meant to be like standable, by the way. They're kind of like a weird standpoint, but they're physical, I guess, because you can break them. All the cars are physical in this game, so I guess you can like shoot them or something. I don't know. I don't exactly know why things that need collision. I don't know.
And then, so the last bolt and smoke he needs the levitator for. So after he gets the coordinates for Damosel, he's going to do some really cool sets of movements. I actually helped find some of the movement here when we were rerouting smoke. So he did a hyper strike there after out of a charge, and then he's going to do. This was the levitator section that in APB we used to do this first before the reroute, but we still do it normally because this bolt you can get to it without a levitator, but you need 5 frame perfect midair charges, and like realistically speaking,
I'm pretty sure it's slower for the level overall.
Yeah.
But like it ends up saving like 20 seconds. You don't buy the levitator, but I'm pretty sure that's irrelevant in this category. Like I don't think it would save time if you skip the levitator because I'm pretty you need it for the routing.
Yeah.
Or at least like anything you did wouldn't like save enough time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be buying a bunch of garbage here to get rid of it early. Is there anything else I need? No, there's nothing beyond that. And now we're gonna go to Demosel.
This planet is freaking awesome. After like the Clank fight is actually really cool, but after the Clank fight, it is like it's probably like one of my favorite parts of the run to watch Manto do. It's a lot of cool strats. So,
right. We're gonna start off with a chopper flip. No, we can't do the chopper flip. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
No, I didn't even flip. This sucks. Just turn the game off at this point. Holy cow.
Maybe try it when you get back.
Who knows, dude? Dude, I'm just fuming. I'm fuming. I don't want to do anything else now. And now I gotta go to the worst like Clank section in any game. This is nonsense, by the way. This fight. It is like utter crap.
Yeah, this is like a lot different from the one on Dabo. You're basically fighting this giant UFO, and it works dramatically different from that one. I can't really speak much of it because I don't run Hundo, and I've only just watched Manto and Zem do this fight. But you do essentially similar things in terms of standing on top of the enemy will deal a damage, kind of like on the Dabo Orb with the Thugs for Less guy. But you also have these little mini UFOs getting in the way, and they are just very pesky and just really annoying. I don't know. Do you want to? Again, I don't know much about this fight to talk about it properly.
Is there anything to even talk about though? Like I mean, it's nonsense. The only thing that you can do to prevent any sort of garbage happening is basically oh, seizure warning. This is the other seizure warning. Okay,
yeah.
You had to be quick on that one. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, I'm in the wrong chat. I put it in your chat.
It's a little late now, Wingo. Oh no, it gets worse. It gets actually worse.
Yeah, just seizure warning.
Wait, that was like insane. Actually, that was the best fight ever done. That was actually the best UFO fight ever. That was like
Nice.
209, and that was even with crappy movement. So like, yeah, that's the best fight ever done.
No, it's just Manto taking advantage of everyone looking away. He can say whatever he wants about the fight now.
So this, like, coming up, we're actually going to be doing our first rail skill. So there's a skill point on Damosel Grind Rail that if you don't take any damage, you will get a skill point. But Manto's going to skip the whole rail, and it'll still give us the skill point. Because
okay, so I can explain how this works now.
Yeah.
I fully understand it. Just give me 1 second. Let me do it first.
Yeah.
So, get hurt, crouch, hold strafe, do a tiptoe. Wall climb. Even though I got hurt, basically how it works is that the game only checks for environment. I mean, like the multiplier. You know how like we can get like hurt from like the environment and it still doesn't count. Like you know how like you get hurt from lava and you can still keep your multiplier. The game doesn't count environmental damage as ruining the skill point. So even though we should have been killed, we're actually still chilling.
Yeah, it's a really cool skip. And then he's getting another skill point in the bank where he has to save all the civilians from the protopet. And then there's one more platinum bolt Manto's going to get. It's in a statue over here.
That's a super sick platinum bolt to get.
Yeah.
Skips using the Hypnomatic.
And then I think Manto's going to try to go for the backtrack movement. Yep. Backtrack movement, if he gets it, it's really cool.
Yes.
Nice.
This might be calm gold actually.
Good stuff.
Dude, that's awesome. That was a good damsel.
Oh, yeah, that was a good gold. That's insane.
Nice. You gotten a few golds this
Yeah, I've gotten 3.
That's awesome. But yeah, that was Damosel. I think that's honestly one of the coolest planets in the run.
Wingo, you're cooler. You're cooler.
Thanks, Manto. You're pretty cool yourself. Now we're gonna be doing Grelbin.
Normalize calling your friends cool and likable.
Hell yeah! always gotta be positive. Have the positive vibe to your friends, to the homies.
Oh yeah, I remembered it.
Oh hell yeah!
I remember the puzzle. I don't know why that voice had to be used there, but you know. Wait, I don't need nothing. Let's get out of here. Skedaddle, boys.
You didn't get the bolt already?
No, you don't get the bolt until later.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, don't worry about nothing, okay, buddy?
Yeah, so Manto's gonna be doing a lot of leveling up again with the new game
Catch up.
plus XP, and then also Protopet, the multiplication. So he's able to, like he just said, play catch up, essentially on this level. And then after this and getting both platinum bolts, not in the wasteland, he's going to be getting the third platinum bolt in the crystal wasteland, as well as getting all the crystals on Grelbin, which is going to be similar to Tabora. It's a lot different because different enemies and of course different routing.
The Grelbin one's like low-key worse because the what is that called? The ammo. Yeah, ammo. That's what it's called. Ammo is like unbelievably scarce in the Grelbin ice fields, the tundra.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's just like annoying.
Yeah, it's extremely annoying. But yeah, it's just a lot of like I said, right now we're doing just like leveling up, catch up.
Almost forgot. Jeez.
All the coordinates.
Oh, check this out. Check this out.
Oh yeah, the swag bolt. This is awesome. One of the best bolts in the game.
The locker room clip.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, shout outs to Locks for finding that.
Shout out to Locks SR sniper rifle.
Locks sniper. Yeah, that's probably like that. We also get that bolt like the same way in APV, and that's like probably one of my favorite bolts as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, so we're gonna
Dan, what's your take on Vegemite?
I had Vegemite toast this morning. It's good.
I want to try.
Classic.
Vegemite is pleb filter because like everyone who like does the the Vegemite challenge, they're like, oh yeah, I'll slather it on like peanut butter, and then they're not, they can't handle it. They're like, oh, this isn't Nutella. I hate this. It's like, no, pleb filtered, simple as. Get out of here.
Why are you
We're
so
gonna do the-
elitist about Vegemite?
Man, it's an Australia thing, man.
You wouldn't get it. It's an Australian thing. It's an ASM
tier
runner
list.
thing.
Yeah, ASM exclusive. Nah, man, tier list, Vegemite, S tier, Promite, A tier, Vegemite cheesy bite, D tier. Don't buy that.
Vegemite cheese.
No, I'm gonna give you Vegemite lore. You ready for this? So, they made like this new Vegemite flavor in like 2009 or something, and they had this competition where it's like, oh, you can name the new Vegemite, right? And the winning answer wasn't Vegemite Cheesy Bite. They changed it because the winning answer got so much backlash. It was iSnack 2.0.
iSnack?
Yeah, like iPod. It was just called iSnack 2.0. And
That
everyone
is
hated
actually horrible.
it. Yeah, everyone was like, this
hilarious.
sucks. I'm not buying this.
That's hilarious. iSnack 2.0.
May I sneak in for some donations?
Sure.
Lovely. We have a $50 donation from Captain Gallant. He says, just want to keep up the tradition of me distracting Manto when he's on a good hundo run. Good luck at I know, spicy. Good luck in the end game. And we've also
That's
got a
his
10.
fault. That's his fault for sure.
We've also got a $10 donation from Math Crab that says multi-user dungeon game for ESA 22. Well, when the submissions do come about, make sure that if you do have an interest for a multi-user dungeon game to submit it. But don't forget that we are watching European Speedrunning Assembly Summer 2021 and welcoming everybody. I hope that you're enjoying the run so far.
Thank you both to Math Crab and Captain Gallant. Captain Gallant always, I don't know, he's not even mean to do it, but like something always happens whenever he's like, hey, how does that work? And I'm just like, oh yeah, I died. Oh my god, it's just like, it's not even his fault. It's just one of those things where it's like some sort of divine intervention, I guess.
Divine intervention. God.
Okay,
The
can
final
I
piece of second rack to divine intervention.
can I level up and not die? I'm actually doing like amazing on XP.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't have to like worry about anything. I'm just gonna go to town now. Yeah, get that over with. Get that garbage gun out of here. Go by, and then get this done. I'm so laughably over XP'd. It's like, it doesn't matter what I do. Rhino. Die. Okay. Alright, and now begins Crystal Section 2. So if one memory-intensive section wasn't enough for you, don't worry, we've got more to come. I have to collect not just 100, not 102, but 101. I don't know why you would guess 102, but just in case somebody out there. Somebody gonna come in chat. Okay, it was me. It was me. I'm gonna be honest. But you know,
101 Grelbin Moonstones, the sequel to 101 Dalmatians.
My earphone's falling out, so I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Give me a minute. I'm gonna be honest. I can like barely hear you.
Okay, you're fine.
It's like coming out of my ear.
Well,
These Reddit earphones. I never trust Reddit on anything. I'm telling you.
oh my god. Well, I don't know if Manto can hear us, but Manto, you're doing an amazing job. If you can hear us.
Well, thank you. I can.
Okay.
I can kind of hear you. I just gotta slap you back in my head as soon as like that.
Okay.
You can visibly see the slap, by the way, if you're interested.
Be looking out for that. Yeah, you know, he's kind of gaming and picking up a ton of crystals, but make sure you watch him whack his ear real quick. That's really important, guys.
I didn't want to like spend a ton of time on it. Oh, you know what? Okay, I missed this crystal here. I hope I got all three. Like a few runs ago, just kind of fuming at myself because for some reason I just walked past this like starting crystal, just like for no reason. Like it was on screen, and you can literally see me like no thoughts, head empty, just walk past it, and just be like, "Yep, there goes the run." And of course, this is an excellent section for XP because it's an endgame level. And the Zodiac is absolutely incredible for this shit. So, Zodiac haters, BTFO'd, to say the least.
Finally.
Finally, us Zodiac chads are getting what we deserve. Like, look at this, ready? Look at how many there are. Oh my goodness, it's like beautiful. It's crazy how much XP you get from these guys and how rewarding it is to use the Zodiac efficiently here. So, you know, anybody that's like, dude, I hate the Yetis, also I hate the Zodiac, is just clown city in my opinion. Like, you can just see him
back 2 weapon is the mind, bro.
is the reroute brain. I think I've literally like spite routed in so many weapons, it's actually like ridiculous. Like, you should see like oh, what are your route ins? It's like, oh, the hover bomb, the spider bot, and the Zodiac. It's like, who likes those? Who casually was like, oh my god, yes. But like, you know, where others see failure, I see potential. Except in this run. This run probably won't be big.
Oh, it's still a really good run though. Still
Yeah.
really.
Listen, I'm not like upset about it, but you know,
Yeah, for sure.
don't see the.
Yeah, the PB. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that your 1.5 million bolt weapon is actually getting decent use. By the way,
No, thank you.
the weapon that has literally only four slots of ammo.
I wish it. If there's one complaint I have, it's that I wish it had like 6 or 10, because then it would be like really good.
Yeah.
Like then it would be like, okay, this isn't just like pretty like darn useful. It's like, okay, I could like legitimately route this in a bunch of other places as well. This little like guy right here. So if you're like, ever wondered why like you can't get some of these to open sometimes? Also, I can't get my camera out of my ass. It's because the way the game works is basically like they have 2 different conditions for coming out of the holes, the water holes, and one is position based, one is crystal based, and that's it. I don't know why I was like waiting, like talking as if I had a third one, but no, I did not.
What is the position base? What is crystal base? Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Alright, we're oh my god, just let me get out of here. The Yetis are still annoying, but they're like excellent XP, so they get the pass. I don't need to use that anymore. Also, the hover bomb upgraded. 1 shot is equal to about this is just the orange hover bomb, by the way. 1 shot is about equivalent to 1.5 Rhino damage. So, wait, oh my god, that was scary. I saw it last second.
Oh my god.
Literally close. Like, okay, so close to dying there. So we're about halfway done, all our crystals, and we're fantastic on XP. So I'm actually going to do something Omega cursed, and I'm going to be buying the Clank Zapper.
Oh,
finally!
Clank Zapper chat popping off.
HS Blue going insane.
HS Blue popping off to another millennium. And then, but basically, yeah. So the Clank Zapper is awful, but like we need to buy it because, actually, the reason we need to buy it is very arbitrary. But basically, one day, someone was like, "Oh yeah, we should buy it," and it's like, I don't know. It doesn't. You don't need to buy it. Like the route, like, doesn't get hindered by buying it or not buying it, right? Like it doesn't get worse. I'm never like, oh god, I wish this wasn't in the route. But like, do you know why I wish it wasn't in the route? Because you see that one Clank ammo, like that it used? It steals ammo and it just never ends. It never stops firing. It's so annoying. It's just like, enough. I get it. I get it. It's just an annoying weapon overall. But yeah, the Rhino too, though. Not an annoying weapon, and it's good.
I will agree to that, yes. Yeah, like when I first bought the Clank Zapper as a kid, I was like, what's the point of this weapon? Like, it sucks.
I was lucky that, because I didn't have, like, a PS2 myself for a while, I heard all about, like, the rat games from my friend, and he's like, oh yeah, Clank Zapper, really bad. So, like, I just knew going in.
You're like, I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Dude, that is the most megacorp scam in the game. Like, they really get you.
The corporation scam. Like, buy this awesome gadget. It just sucks.
Dude, Clank's a weapon now. It's like, not really.
The thing is, in the beta, it was meant to have infinite ammo, and they just removed that feature. I knew I missed this one.
That stinks.
I like to think there's like some really based dev who's just like, no, we can make it worse.
He went, nah, fuck them kids, bro. The thing about the Clank Zapper is that they were also going to make it cost more, though. It was 2 million bolts in the beta. It was like, oh my god, you might as well just like rob me in broad daylight at that point. I mean, infinite ammo, though, does sound kind of nice. If it was always active, it might not even be that bad. Like, if the Clank Zapper just never turned off. Okay, but we're almost done our crystals. There is 101, of course, and I break this up into segments so that I can, you know, easier understand it. It was a waste.
Yeah, it didn't even hit the.
It hit him.
Oh, okay, never mind. What do you call those enemies? Like the ones that come out of the ice ponds?
The Leviathans.
Leviathans, yeah.
I made up that name for them as well, and that just happens to be their name. That's just one of those like miracle, like, yeah, okay, it works.
We're at 87.
Okay, and now we are going to get the last 14 crystals, which are all in the middle. Give me that. And yeah, so we're approaching actually like leaving Grelbin on time, unless I forget a crystal, which, yikes. Know why my Smash Brothers announcer came back again. But,
Yikes!
Yike!
Continue?
Continue? All the ones in the middle are really annoying. Also gotta make sure to grab that platinum bolt. Yoink! That one doesn't have an animation because the camera is shoved too far up the player's ass, like position-wise. They just were just like, nah, don't give it an animation, it's fine.
Do you ever get sound glitch in Hundo for Grelbin or no?
No, we get a different sound glitch though.
Yeah, on Needle. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, we
that
get
one.
Silent Rhino, which I actually really like.
It sounds really sick, honestly.
It sounds like the Devastator. Well, I mean, it literally is the Devastator explosion sound, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, in APB, you can actually get a sound glitch where, like,
glitch.
yeah, literally the Leviathan when it shoots, it sounds like a literal harmonica, and then like there's also sometimes you'll get a sound where it sounds like a weapon that's like empty on ammo. It's like so yeah, but there is a sound glitch that Manto can get on Yeetle. It's completely random. It's not gonna like crash the game or anything. It's just more just aesthetically funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
So we like it. We like it a lot. Yep, that's all 101.
Nice.
I actually remembered them in a marathon setting.
Hell yeah. And now he's just getting a little bit more XP.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a backtrack in order to get some XP.
Also, reminder: mega flips are such a cool movement.
Yeah, I'm just kind of swagging out right now.
Yeah, just showing off the movement tech. Mega flips.
That was quite the chain, but yeah, that's good. One last thing. I'm gonna buy this, and then I'm gonna put on the decoy glove, and we're gonna go to Bolden.
Did you get the skill point?
Why would I not?
Just asking.
Oh, also I golded Grelbin by a lot.
Nice. Are you ahead of PB?
30 seconds behind.
Wow.
But I can PB.
Wow, that's crazy.
I love it when you say that's crazy because that's like my that's my reply when I'm not interested.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
I always go, damn, that's crazy, babe.
I just say that's crazy a lot. It's just a bad habit of mine.
You do, but it's not a bad habit. There's nothing wrong with you for me having like. Okay, I'm gonna do the new skip.
Okay.
We'll see if it works or not. Who fucking knows, dude?
Let's see if Manto can get the new rail skip on a Bolden. Nice. Yeah, that is actually a new strat that's like a day old. So it's a faster rail skip for Grelbin. It's the same thing as Damazel where you're still able to take damage, but it doesn't count because it's not part of the rail. So that was awesome.
Yep, golded by 20. I mean, golded by like 15 seconds.
Oh my god.
Huge.
So now, if I gold Yeetle, I PB. But I don't think
God.
I can gold Yeetle. I don't think it's possible. But yeah, I'm gonna come like a minute off PB.
Wow. That is awesome. Such a good run, honestly. Especially for Hondo.
They really got to show off a lot too.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And this will be the blue pill run, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, so basically Manto, what he has to do now is get the last 4 bits of nanotech XP, and then he'll have all skill points, and then fight the protopet and GG's. So last level is pretty simple, but it's just all about farming XP and getting enough enemies to get enough nanotech. But yeah, this is again like a crazy good run for a marathon. Also, fun fact: this is the first time that this category has ever been shown in a major marathon. It's really, really cool.
In a marathon, period.
Yeah, it's really, really cool that Manto, especially of all people, got to do this. Definitely deserved it. Once again, Zodiac Zacharies are hogging right now.
Yeah, the Zodiac is especially useful on this level. I forgot there's one more. There might not be one more. Okay, good. There's the Zodiac is especially useful on this level because basically I'm monkey. I can't not say it. I'm sorry. But basically,
I was thinking.
The little leg animation they have gets skipped when you use this fucking gun, whatever it's called. Oh, I got sound glitch.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it sounds sick as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically when you use the I just want to say I'm monkey again, I'm sorry. But basically when you use the Rhino now, when you go into Yeetle, for some reason, pretty much only in Hundo, no other category, the gun makes funny sounds, and we like that. We like that a lot, actually.
I also just realized that I could have had sound on your stream this whole time. I haven't had
I'm glad someone said it.
You didn't have it on either?
Nah, I'm just
Because I thought I'd hear myself. I guess not.
I just had it off.
Whatever. The last we get to hear the last level and sound glitch. So. But yeah,
there's marathon brainworms, man.
Same. But yeah, Mansel's getting the last bit of XP, and then he's gonna get his final.
I don't know why I got the bolts. I just like money. I don't know.
Hey man,
missed my sound glitch. It's gonna leave me now.
Yeah.
I have to get a little bit extra XP. I'm actually a little bit under. But yeah. Oh, I still have it. Yes.
Oh, sound glitch, nice.
I got a one frame there for no reason.
Jeez.
But yeah, we're good to go now.
Yeah. So actually gonna do a turret clip right here that we actually do in NG Plus categories because it's gonna get us faster to the end of the level. And it's a little safer than doing the other strat that we did in New Game.
It's actually just faster and better position wise.
Okay.
Maybe not in the specific circumstance I was just in, because I was like in the middle of the level.
Mm-hmm. This is the last bit of enemies right here. One more nanotech.
Oh yeah, time's coming up. Very soon. The boss is like pathetic. Dude, where's my fucking gun? Dude, I'm starting to swear the longer we go on. I'm sorry. Okay, can my game run at like a good frame rate? Time is coming up, but it might have to be canceled if I forgot a skill point. So just get ready. I'll tell you when it's coming up. Time's coming out when his health is drained. 3, 2, 1. Alright.
Nice, man. GG.
Okay, wait, hold on. We gotta check.
So,
Actually, yeah, let's check. Come on. No, I didn't want to enter a challenge mode. Fine, who cares? I mean to do that.
Flexing the challenge mode.
Dude, we can do another loop. We got so much time left now. Really could just take like a victory lap.
Now we're
around
gonna
the game.
crack out an NG Plus for the boys.
Really could. Let me just check and make sure I have all the skill points. 29. No. What?
Oh, I told you the
You didn't hand
one.
him in.
That's why I asked if
you
you got
don't
them.
need to hand them in.
You had 99 though.
I had 99.
Yeah.
I didn't have 100.
You had 99. That's why I asked, because I thought the crystals were gonna come to you or something. That's why I asked about the crystals.
Normally they do.
Oh yeah, they were like
Oh,
floating.
I
but thought
didn't
they
death
came to you.
abuse. Unstart the timer.
That's it, boys. We're going back.
We actually have to go back and get it because it's not 100%.
Rewind the tapes.
That's so dumb. I did get them, and that was perfect and everything. It's just that because I didn't die, like when you snap, because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna swag out and get some XP. Just like, dumbass, get the.
You're good, man. Don't worry.
99. Jesus. I've never
Nah, it's
not
on me
gotten. This is okay. Take it off. This has never happened before. Where even is the bridge? Oh, that
I
sucks.
had you distracted. You were thinking about.
No, it's tumbling down, bro. I'm getting taunted on. Hey, it was a good run, though.
It's still a good run. I mean, again, you can't really be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, this is like nonsense tier. But yeah, it's like right there. Yep. I don't even know. I know the last crystals though that were like locked onto me. It's this one. Okay. Then where's the last one? Oh jeez, the game's really doing this to me. This is like torture, actually. Low-key. Like oh,
would it be a real Hundo run without crystals?
Yeah, would it be a real Hundo run if I missed a crystal? I literally got them all and then I got trolled, bro. I'm gonna be honest, I just got trolled. Any ideas? Oh, yeah, okay, sure, man. Whatever you say, sure. I don't even have them all.
That's still skill point though.
Okay, whatever. Who cares?
Still
Finish
skill
it.
point. It's like Zem's run, because Zem had a run where he didn't get all the Tabora ones, but it still counted.
This is so dumb. When you do it right, and the game says, "Nah, I take it back," and then it goes, "All right, I'll give you a little." Which one is it?
Right.
It's lab.
Yeah, it's a lab. Alright, time's coming up again, I think.
That's
right?
coming up again. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, we got sound glitch. Alright, ready. So it's just rehearsal to get them to get at time in the game at the end. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, 3 hours, 30 minutes, and 15 seconds. Still very good, but like...
Nice.
Drink up. Anyway, that's the end of the run. Shoutouts to Wingo and Style9 for sticking through with this for me for a while. Sorry I forgot I didn't even forget anything. It wasn't my fault. I'm not taking fault.
Sorry the game scammed you.
Sorry the game sucks. Thank you to anybody who donated to this great cause and who stuck around to watch me and supported me for the past year of running this category. The past few years of running these categories. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mantodea, for your run today. And coming up next, and I know some people are going to be excited about this, we're bringing back Doom. We've got the rescheduling. Let's get this going. Henny's going to be running Doom, so stick tight. And Doom's coming up next.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.